Alright, hello everyone, it's Hikaru Nakamura here. I'm going to be doing the broadcast tonight on the Chess.com Twitch channel. So if anyone wants to send me messages, I'll be following the twitch.tv/chess channel for the time being. So if anyone has questions, ask it there, and I will try to respond as best I can. So, alright, so I think I'm noticing there's Dulles. He's here again. He was here last night too, and so I started off by playing him last night. So I think I'll start by playing him again tonight and see how it goes. So d4, I'll play b6, play this good old Owens defense, see how it goes this time. So e6, maybe d5 next, or knight e7, and we'll see. Okay, so knight f3, I'll play knight e7, queen e2, I'll play g6. Probably he'll play h4, he'll play c4 and queen e2 like this. He did this a couple times against me last night too. He didn't have a lot of success. Bit odd, but he was also very slow, so maybe now the time zone's more convenient too for him. So bishop b1, I'll castle. Probably he'll play a3, I assume. Play knight c6. And I see that Burke writes, this doesn't look like man versus machine. That's a good comment actually, because normally when you see such setups, I mean, I'm pretty well known for playing the setup against computers, so it would seem that, yeah, Burke has a point that this is not a man versus machine, so he's probably confused as to why I'm playing this opening. Nevertheless, I think the position is pretty reasonable, so I'll play knight b3. Probably he'll go rook a2, and then I might play f4, or I might just take on e6, I'm not sure. Probably I'll play f4, though. The point is with the knight on b3, this rook on a1 is not ideal. And I see HTF P0 writes, well, Dulles is a man. Well, Dulles is a man, so if you assume Dulles is a man, this is basically man versus machine. So that is correct. So I'll play f4 here. He'll probably play bishop c1, I'm guessing. Maybe bishop c2 is possible. Probably just bishop c1. And now I could also do something interesting like knight c6, but I think I'll just play it simple. I'll just take the pawn, and I'm definitely going to take his bishop in a move or two. Now here he plays rook d1, so if I want to, I can take the bishop. I can move my queen. I think I'll just take the bishop, so he'll take back, obviously. Now I think I'll play c5 here. And basically, the problem here for white is this rook on a2 is not well placed. And so he plays e5, trying to free the bishop on this diagonal, but I suspect that here I can just take. He takes. I'm just going to play knight f5. If he wants to take, I'll just play rook f5. This pawn on e5 is pretty loose here. So there are some issues for white. So he does take, so I'm going to take back. He'll probably play rook d1, I assume. I'll play queen f8. This position is probably equal, because even though I'm about to win a pawn, he does have this very nice outpost on e4 for his knight. So bishop e5, rook d7. I can play rook f7. I could also have played rook d8. I kind of like rook f7 more, so takes, I'll take. He plays queen b7. So rook e1, so now I'll take on c3. If he takes with the queen, I'll play queen d6. If he takes with the pawn, I'll probably just play like rook d8 and just play the position. But now after queen d6, I think I'm looking pretty good here. I'm up a pawn. This pawn, I wish this pawn was on f5 or f6, of course, but still, it is a pawn, and I am controlling this d file, which is also very important. I'm going to put a rook on d8 next move, and then we'll see what happens. So he plays h4, play rook d8, keep control of this d file here. Queen f3, play e5, support the pawn at f4, and also I can always play king f6 if I need to further reinforce it. So h5, I'll play queen e6 here, try to attack this pawn. Also free up something along this d file here. Use my rook because the queen is nicely placed there, but I can't really do much with it. So rook d7. So he takes, I'll take. And now let's see, what will he do? Alright, so sorry about that. I just realized my battery's really low. So he plays queen b8. So now I can take on c4. He'll probably take on e5. That's not great. If I play rook e7, which I think I will do, so now he's probably going to go queen h8, but I think here I can maybe take, or just play queen f6 and just try to play the position anyway. So queen h7, I'll go king f8, queen h6, king g8 is my plan. Goes queen h3, now I'll go king g7, so he has no squares here. He has nothing along this 8th rank really, and now I'm threatening to maybe just push this pawn like forward to e4, e3. So queen d3, play queen f5, queen d6, I'll play queen e6. And now when he goes queen d3, I'm going to go e4, and now I'm going to start to use these pawns, this extra pawn that I have here in the center, to try and just push it down the board. If he goes queen d2, he'll hang c4 as well. So he plays queen b8. So I can take on c4 if I want to, which I really do actually, but I don't really, the position's not conducive for it, so I kind of want to see if I can do something else. But I'm not seeing it, so I'm just going to play e4 here. And he'll probably take on f4, I'll take on c4. Maybe rook d1, I'll play queen e6. If rook d6, queen e5. Or queen f5 probably. So I'll play queen f5 here. But I just allowed queen h4 or queen b8. So now I'm going to go e3. Check, I'll go king h6. If he plays queen h2, I think I can just go king g5 maybe. Queen g3, king f6. If rook f8, rook f7. Go king f7. Ah, but here he's rook g7. He's running out of time though. Did he just flag? Did he lag or did he just flag there? One of the two happened. I don't know which one. That was weird. That was very weird. I don't know what happened there. So I'll rematch him, see if he wants to play another game. Again, as with previous times I've done this, including last night, if people want to donate $5 or more, I'm more than willing to play a blitz or a bullet game with them. So if you are interested, I'll be paying attention to that as well. So okay, so b3, and now he aborts the game. That was weird. So that's okay. That was weird. So he aborts the game. I guess he left or something. I don't know if he was lagging or what that was all about. Because he had like 15 seconds when he flagged on that last game. So I don't know what that was. But anyway, let's see. So I think maybe I'll look to see if there are any people in bullet. I challenged Amon, KMVP, challenged the other guy. Oh, sorry. And as ChessBay just pointed out, and she I believe that's a woman. I believe she wrote, Hikaru, no one can donate because you're streaming on Twitch, not Twitch. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I started laughing because I saw this other message from Chess Sucks for he writes, "Can I donate blood?" I'm afraid this is a chess channel. This isn't like a vampire channel or something. I don't think those donations are welcome. So. Okay, maybe I'll try and play this guy JS Prez at Bullet. He's 27-17. It says Norway. Is that like Johann Sebastian someone? I think it is, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I see Dulles has returned again, so I'll challenge him at Blitz. Okay, and so yeah, so I'm playing Dulles again. The match continues. What's going on? He just aborted for a second time. Is he trying to troll me or something? That was very weird. Okay, so again, if anyone has any questions, of course, I'll try to respond to them as best I can. Yeah, so far it seems fairly quiet in the chat. All right, so okay, so if JS Press doesn't want to play, let's see who else is. I might just play people randomly now for a little bit if no one wants to play. I mean, I challenged him on. He seems to not want to play at the moment. Abiku, another guy, maybe Extreme Unger. Okay, so actually, okay, here we go. So now I'm playing Dulles. I guess he wanted to abort so he could get white again. I don't really understand the point of that. But all right, so f4, I'll play d5. Try to force him to clarify the structure so he doesn't get some f. He wants to play f5, obviously. So I'll play c5, c3, knight e7. And at f3, I'll play queen e7, maybe to play bishop a6, maybe. And the queen covers this a4 square also. So, you know, so we'll see what he wants to do here. Maybe he'll play queen e2, maybe he'll play just castles. Chessbay asks, who are you playing first in the World Cup? To be honest, I don't actually know. I haven't looked at the first round. I know several of the later pairings that I possibly have, but I haven't looked at the first round offhand. I know it's someone around, like, I think 2250, 2300. So I'll take a look once I start preparing seriously in a couple of days once I get to Athens, Greece. For the moment, I'm just trying to relax and enjoy myself. I know that in the second round, I think I'm probably playing, assuming I win, I'm probably playing Bruzon or I believe Anton Guiaro, the guy that I beat in Gibraltar the last 2 years. So I know that much. So knight takes b5. I can play a6 here if I want to. I think I will. Just get rid of this knight because these squares could be weak. So bishop e7. Probably he'll play a3 here, maybe not. I'm not really sure. So he plays rook c1. I'm just going to retreat my knight before he can play a3. So he plays knight d1. And now I kind of have to figure out what I'm trying to play for. Because I can play f5 if I want to. I can play h5 too. Neither of those moves looks horribly attractive, to be honest. Because, I mean, I kind of have to figure out where my king is going here. So I'm going to play something a little bit weird. I'm going to play bishop f8 and put the bishop on g7. Basically admit that I made a mistake putting on e7 and put it on the other diagonal. Now I'll play h5 to stop g4 and stop knight g4 also. So play knight e7. He can take here if he wants to, but I'll just take with my king. And then I should be doing okay. Doesn't look too bad, not yet at least. Although this could get bad in a hurry if I'm not careful. And he gets some kind of h3, g4. This could get really ugly. So I can castle here. I don't necessarily want to. I can also take maybe. That looks very iffy, but let's see. But why not? Let's see what's going to happen here. So he'll take. I'll play knight c6 again. He can play knight e5, f5. A couple different ideas here. But so far, at least, my king is not too loose. It's not great here, but it's not too loose, not yet at least. So if I can run my king over to like b7 or something, I probably can survive this. He plays knight e7, so now I'm gonna go. If I go rook a7, maybe it's knight g5. I didn't actually see knight e7, so I'll play rook a7. And this has kind of gotten pretty ugly. So we'll see. So king in the center. So maybe knight g5. Ah, yeah, and a Chessbay said yes. Actually, yeah, I did know that. Actually, it's I think it's a Pakistan GM. He's from Pakistan or Bangladesh or one of those two countries. I think I'm not certain. I feel like that's correct, but I'm not certain. So I've got myself into just an absolutely terrible position here. So I'm just hoping that I can maybe flag him or he makes a slight error and then I'm okay. Because it's still, white is much better, but it's not gone yet. So here I can maybe take. Maybe I can take and play knight d7 or something. Let's see, can I take? I don't see why I can't take. I mean, I'm completely busted almost no matter what I do here, so he plays knight e6, but can't I take here and take on e7 with my king? Queen g7, rook f7, queen g5, king d6, queen g3, e5. If he takes with the pawn, I go king e6. Oh, what is... Whoa, queen g6? Now I just take his queen. What was that? What was that? That was really unfortunate. Okay, so that's 2 games so far to me. Definitely I didn't deserve to win that second one, but he got careless there. I'll play d4, probably takes, knight d4. Or he plays d5, so now I'll castle. e4, c4. F5, I'm going to play bishop a3 here, just take away this knight b4 square and maybe do something along this long diagonal, possibly. So rook e8, I'll play knight c3. Now there's a lot of pressure on this pawn on e6. I'll play knight f4. I'll take. Probably just going to exchange everything here on the on d5. And I'm going to go like rook c1. Then now maybe rook c5 is an idea. Plays rook c8. I can play rook c5 if I want to, but I want to see if there's something better I can do, like maybe f3 at some point. I'll play queen c2 here. And as Taylor969 says, Greece for holidays. No, actually, I think I mentioned this on my stream last night. Athens is one of the few places which has some direct flights to Tbilisi, Georgia, and so I figured I'll do sort of a training camp in Georgia or in Greece, and then I'll go from there to Tbilisi. Okay, so queen e7, d5. And now black has problems because his pawn is very, very strong now on d5. And I suspect with correct play, black still is completely fine, but it's getting a little bit unpleasant now. So he plays rook d8. I can play bishop c4. I can maybe play queen c4 because he's not threatening to actually take the take my pawn here on d5. So queen c4 looks interesting. Do I have any other moves that make sense? Bishop c4, just king h8 probably, but I don't see any other moves that make a whole lot of sense. Maybe I'll try something interesting. I'll try b4 to try and play b5 and really take advantage of this the way he's assorted his pieces here on the c file. So rook d6. I think I'll play. If I play b5, he goes c5. Obviously, if I take, he takes. And I don't have a whole lot. I think I'm going to play queen c5 here. And probably he'll play b6, but maybe not. I'm not sure. So he does. I'll play queen c4. I'll give him c5 if he wants it. And then I'm going to go queen a6. That's my plan. Now I'll play a3. And if I can get a bishop to c6, that's really the dream. If I somehow can get a bishop to the square, then I'm doing fantastically well. So I might get that actually. So bishop b5, king h7. I'm going to put a bishop on c6 now. Probably he'll take on b4. Doesn't have to, but his attack over here on the king side is very, very slow at the same time. So I think now I'm gonna bring my queen back to f1. Maybe go for h3 because I'll have something. The pawn will be pinned on h4. So he plays bishop e5. Now I'm going to play b5 to make sure that I fix this pawn structure here on the king side, on the queen side. Sorry. So bishop f6. Now I'm going to play g4 here. I'm really going to try and play in the position because his rooks here are pretty clumsy on d6 and c7. And also with this pawn structure where he has the 2 versus 1, but the pawn on b5 fixes them. This should be fine for me to try and play over here on the king side. And also his pawns are a little bit weaker here on the light squares potentially. I might be able to attack them with my bishop later on. So he plays h3. I think I'll take. Probably bishop e5. I'll play king g2. If he goes rook h6, I might go king f1. I might just play rook h1. If he plays rook g6, I can play king h1 if I want to. I don't know if I want to though. King h1, he's probably going king f6, rook g1. It's a pawn, but I don't really see the point. I'm going to try to play here, get my king to the center, and then try and play against these weak pawns here in the center on f5 and e4. So bishop d6, I'm going to play rook h1 now, because now his rook on c7 is still a little bit clumsy here. And again, my bishop is much better than his bishop, and these pawns here are a little bit weaker too. So rook g2, I'll play rook h5. If king g6, I'll play rook h1. I really want to get 2 rooks on the h file if I can. So f4, I'm going to take. He takes. I'm going to play rook h1, try to get something on h7. But he does have e3, which I forgot about. But now I can go d6 maybe? Rook f2, king d3 takes. Check, check, check. What is going on here? Can I check? I think I'm going to play d6. Rook f takes, king d3. And now I get this check, and let's, how can he defend here? He does have king e5 maybe, so I'm going to have to flag him, unfortunately, as much as I don't want to. So let's see, so how can he... Okay, so yeah, that wasn't perfect, but okay, so let's see. So next game, okay, so I'm off to a good start tonight, 3-0 against Dallas. A little bit lucky the second game. That last one probably should have been a draw, but time is a part of the game, and you got to use it to your advantage when you have more time. So bishop h4, play h6. Now the drawback to h4 here is that he's trying to do something here on the king side. But it's a little bit hard now to castle king side. So white's king is a little bit unclear where this king is going. So b4, I'll play a5, a3, and now I'm going to play f5 here. And now with him having thrown in h4, h6, his pawn covers the g5 square. Like white would like to get a knight to e6, but it's very hard. And so g3, I'm going to castle. And now the problem for white here also is that white has to figure out what he's doing here. Like, is he going to castle king side? Is he going to castle queen side? What exactly is he doing? So he plays h5. Now I can play f4 if I want to. I can also just take on b4 and do something. But I think I'm going to go g5 here. And he can take on f5 if he wants to, I think. But I might have e4 and then b takes a takes b4 also. Or actually, no, if he takes, then I can take on b4 and play e4, and I'm going to win some material. I'd like to show it on the board. If I show it on the board, I might end up making an accidental pre-move, and that would be unfortunate. So he takes on a5. So now he's really like, he takes on a5. What is he going to take on f5 or not? I'm just going to take and give him the opportunity again to take on f5. So I really think taking on f5 now is going to be bad, because it's probably going to let me play like something like c6 and really just break up this center that white has. Although I guess here he could sack on g5 too, but he chooses not to, so I'm going to take. Probably he'll play knight e4 or bishop e4, I don't know which one. One of the two, at any rate. So he plays knight e4, that's kind of what I expect. Now, if I want to, I can play c6 here, or even c5 maybe. c6 though looks very... C6 looks very attractive. It's too hard to resist playing c6, so I'm just going to do it. So takes. Okay, so let's see. Oh, sorry, he took on g5, but now can't I take on e3 maybe and just take... If I take on e3 takes, I take on g5, h6, bishop f6, queen h5. But it's hard to believe this can be good for white. So let's see. So he takes on g5. Now I could just take also. Takes bishop g5 and then play something like queen e8 maybe? Looks very dangerous though. So if I take h6. That's the starting point. So h6, bishop f6, queen h5. Knight d7. No, queen e7, queen g6, king h8. Okay, so knight takes g5. So let's see. So if I take on d5 here, he plays knight e6. I take, he takes. Probably that's not good, but it's not clear. So what to do here? So I can play knight e3 maybe, knight e3, fe3, and bishop c8 if I'm really worried about the sack. And I think I am. I don't believe the sack is okay for white, but I'm just going to be pragmatic here and just put the bishop here, prevent this, because even without the g pawn, white's still very underdeveloped. I mean, you have all these pieces here in the center which aren't doing a whole lot. So I'm going to take. He's going to take. I'll go d5. If he takes, I'll take. Basically, I want to open up this long diagonal here if I can, this h8 to a1 diagonal. At some point, if I can get e4 and, you know, something like this, for example. So probably he'll... Actually, if he takes, I can take with the rook, maybe. No, then he plays e7. So I'll just take with the pawn. You can play queen b3 here, probably. But then I'll just move my king out of the way. So he plays queen g4. What is queen g4? So now I'm going to take... if I take, he goes queen takes e4. So that's what queen g4 is. Okay, so if I take, he takes. I play rook f6. And let's see. So does he have something here or not? So queen h7, king f8, 7. I can just take. Bishop c4, I guess is his idea. And if I play rook... If I play king e8... Probably I'll play like rook d1, I'll play knight d7 just to make sure that I cut this diagonal, or not diagonal, sorry, the file here to d8. And white's king is also weak too here. So now I'm going to take on a3 because this king here is also very stuck in the center for white. So if he plays queen g8, I'll just play bishop f8. Plays queen e4, I think I'll just play queen b4. So rook d2, I actually forgot about that move. That was a bad choice. So I'll play king e7. Knight c5. Queen d5, I'll play rook a8 just to cut queen d8 check off. Queen e5, I'll play knight e6. I didn't expect bishop there, so... That was bad. He had rook d7 and queen b8 made as well, but that for some reason I didn't think he was going to take on e6. When he took on e6, if I go back right here, I could have played rook f2 check, or yeah, I could have played rook f2 check, and that would have just won the game on the spot. But I didn't think he would take. I thought he was going to play rook d7 check right away, so that worked out better than it should have. So, okay, so knight c6, I'll play e3, g6, knight f3. We're going to play something pretty similar, I think, to what we just had, d4. He'll take, I take, knight f6, bishop e2, probably play c4. We had this a couple times last night as well, this exact same position, so see what he wants to do. So queen d6, I'll play knight c3. And so rook b8. I'll just play queen d2 here. Put my rooks on d1 and c1 probably. Looks like the ideal spot. Perfect harmony for the rooks. Although here he could take on c4. So that kind of was a bad idea, but because now black doesn't have double pawns on the c file. But at the same time, I mean, this is not the end of the world. This position's still completely fine for white. It's just I let him off the hook. Or as the football reference goes, what is that football reference? We knew they are who we thought they were, something like that. At any rate, so bishop a6. I'll play rook d1, but now his pawns here aren't perfectly placed. In fact, so now I'll play knight a4, offer an exchange of the bishops, and now I'm going to try to play against these pawns they're a little bit misplaced here on c6 and d5. So rook c8, I'll play bishop d3, offer an exchange of the bishops. And so let's see what he wants to do here. And again, you guys, if you have questions, so let me know. Someone just asked something about a Rolex again, I think. So I'll play. Okay, so I can play knight a4. I can play rook c3. I'm going to play rook c3 here. C5. No, I think I'm going to play knight d3. And if he goes c4, I can take the pawn, because now with my knight on d3, I cover the c1 square. So if I want to take a pawn, I can take a pawn here. I can play knight e5, but I think I'll just take. And actually, if he takes with the pawn, then if he goes pawn takes, I have knight e5. So he goes rook c4, so I'll just take. and take. And now, of course, the knight on d3, I'm covering the c1 square. I can block with the rook. So rook d8, rook c3. Now, you can play knight c5 here. I don't know if it's the best move. It's probably drawing is my guess. But, so let's see. So what can I do here? So I'll play g4. Rook a3, rook c2. g5, I'll play h3 to protect the pawn on g4. Now I'm going to try to bring my king over if I can. It's going to be pretty hard to win this. I think this is probably just a draw with correct play, but you never know. So he goes f6, but now I can go rook b7 and pick off a pawn. And if we get a 4 versus 2, I'm actually going to make this a 3 versus 1 on the king side. Play rook h6, force the king back, and then I'm going to go like rook h5. So he goes king e5. So I'll play rook h5. King e4, I'm going to go rook f5. And now this is just completely winning. Naka, if you're in distress, type in the chat. I don't think I'm in distress. I'm doing pretty well so far, so not a big deal. Lewis Whitebass says Naka is a football kind of guy. I don't know if I'd say I'm a football kind of guy, but generally I do follow football. I mean, it is one of the sports I do follow quite a bit. Ice hockey is probably the sport that I follow the most, but football definitely is the second sport that I follow after ice hockey. So g6, rook b6. Now I'll just take the pawn. He takes king f1, and this is just a known endgame, which is just winning since I have rook and 2 pawns connected against a rook. Pretty much all the time when you get rook and 2 connected against a rook, it's almost always winning. There are a few exceptions, but they're very rare. So let's see. So queen e2, I'll play d5 again. He takes, I'll take. Knight f3, I'll play queen h5. Bishop e4, I'll just take. I'll offer an exchange of queens now. And if he wants to exchange queens, he can. If not, I mean, it's just going to be a normal position. So I'll play knight f6. Castles. I'm going to play queen e4. Try to force this queen away from e2 without much luck. I'll play bishop d6. Knight c3, queen f5 probably. So he plays c4. I'll just castle. I'll play queen f5. I'm going to put the knight on d7 probably. We'll see what he wants to do here. He plays rook d1. I'll play knight d7. Position's looking pretty reasonable for me again. Rook e1. I could play bishop b4 here, but I really I'm starting to like this bishop on d6. So I'm going to just play play a6, prevent knight b5. So h3. Play. Okay, so he wants to do something over here now. He might want to play g4 or do some weird stuff. So I'm just going to play h6, practical move, prevent anything. a3, I'll play rook f8. I'm going to go e5 here, I think. I think e5 is my next move. Although he plays b4. So I'll play bishop f8. I'll just drop the bishop back. c5 now has no tempo, and that would free up the d5 square for my knight. So now he plays g4. I'll play queen h7. Knight e5. I'll play a5. If he wants to exchange, he can exchange. He does have knight b5 here, but I think on knight b5 I'll just play rook e8, or even just chuck the exchange with a b4. Adore Me says, what languages do you speak except English? Greetings from North. The only language I speak with some proficiency at the moment besides English is Italian. I speak a little bit of Spanish and Japanese, but it's very spattering and it's nowhere near proficient at any rate. So knight takes d7, I'll take. dc5. Now I've given him these pawns here, but play knight f6. I've given him this 2 versus 1 on the queen side, which was not very smart of me. But for now, it looks okay, especially if I can get this knight to d5 possibly, or even play like rook a3 next move. The problem here is my queen is bad. That's the biggest problem I have in this position, is that I have a bad queen on h7. But it can also get into the game very quickly along this diagonal too. So queen b2, play rook a8. If he takes on f8, I'll just play king f8. b5, and now I've got to figure out what I'm doing. So if I take, he's probably going c6, and that could be really disastrous. So I'm going to play queen g6. And now I'm definitely going to try and take advantage of the fact that white played h3 and g4, because I'm definitely going to look to sack on g4 now. So the Rook Twirler says, "Hey Nok, is your wall orange or is that a projector screen?" That is actually the color of the wall behind me. I had a couple of people earlier today actually tell me that it's a terrible color. So I don't know why they said that, but I think I'll let people judge for themselves if they think it's good or not. So b6, knight takes g4. So now I'm threatening knight e3 with checkmate with the discovery on the king. If he takes on g4, I think this is probably just a draw, but maybe I can play like rook a4 or something here. I mean, does rook a4 work? I mean, I don't know if rook a4 works. It looks interesting. So rook a4, b7, queen h4, king g2, rook g4, king f1, queen h3, king e2, and I don't have anything. It doesn't look like. Is there any way I can somehow... I don't really see anything here, but I'm just going to see if I can do something. So I'll play queen g... Actually, why did I play queen g5? Now I gave him king f1. That was stupid of me. Very stupid of me, in fact. Because now I gave him king f1, and now I'm in trouble. Although he doesn't have a whole lot of time again. He's being incredibly slow. And it's this one thing I noticed is that he's been very, very slow throughout. So rook b3. So now if I get b7, I'm doing fantastic. So queen e5. So I'll just take. Now if knight d6, I have the check on g4. So queen b2. Probably is knight c5, rook b5, knight d7, king g8. So he plays knight d6. What does knight d6 do? I'm going to play rook b1. If he takes, I'll check. And now I'm going to take. And now he's going to have to play like queen g3. And now again, he has no time. He has no time, and he's getting mated probably. In fact, he's just mated in 1. So... that was not perfect play from Dulles, but anyway, moving on. Let's see if he wants to play anymore. If he's done for now. He left the room, so that means he's probably done. So I'm going to see if I can play Yakov, I guess, or not, or I'll play Dulles again if he's ready for more. Or I guess he's not. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can't play Yakov then. Yakov has changed his formula, it seems. I can't seem to challenge him some way. It's like a lot of people I'm noticing is saying your challenge does not match the member's current settings. I don't know why that is. That seems to be happening a lot more than usual of late, at least. So, So Rab Krish asks, does my name have anything to do with any traces back to Japanese, any Japanese ancestors? Yes, I am actually half Japanese, so I do have relatives who do live in Japan. So yes, I am half Japanese, and the name is a Japanese last name. So let's see. So who's here? I'm gonna reload the web page quickly. Let's see. So let's see. So okay. So now I'm back. Let's see. Does Jakov want to play? Doesn't look like he wants to play at the moment. Let's check the bullet list. See who's on. Okay, it's the same guys. KMVP is on, but I guess I don't know if he's not playing or what he's doing. Maybe I can play the Lancer. Or again, a lot of my challenges is I keep getting this does not match the user's settings or something along those lines. I don't know what that's all about. So who else is on? Normie TV is on. Maybe he'll play. Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna play some Bug House. I'll make it interesting now. Let's see. Will this show up? Someone just asked me to play Bug House. Maybe I'll play a game or not. Maybe not. I'll just get back to playing regular chess. Okay, so Dulles challenges me again. So I don't know what's going on. He seems to always abort when he's black to get white the next game. This is like the third time he's done this. Although now he challenges... I don't even understand what's going on here. So, this is just weird. So in the meantime, while I wait for another opponent, I'll pull up the chat, see what you guys are asking. Marin Katome writes, have you considered getting a mouse sponsor? I'm not exactly. I mean, I've actually used the same mice for pretty much ever since I started playing online. I don't know if people can see it, but I just have some, a standard Logitech, just a standard cordless Logitech mouse. It's a little bit dirty, obviously. If you look closely at it, you can see that I've used it a lot. But yeah, I've used cordless mice pretty much since I started playing online. I mean, I've never gone for any fancy stuff, so it's never really been necessary for me. I know there are a lot of people who use like optical mice or things along those lines, but I haven't. For me, I haven't. So I've never had issues. So the Rook Twirler writes, your hand doesn't cramp up from that mouse. Yeah, I've never had many issues with that, actually, for the most part. I mean, if I play for like 5-6 hours, and sometimes it does, but generally I don't have issues. Now, I see someone accepted a challenge, so Dulles is ready to resume the match. So we'll see. So here he plays a slightly different setup. I'll play f5, and knight f6, and see how he wants to play this. I'll just take. He can take probably, or he can play knight g2 possibly. I'll play knight a6 here. So now he kind of has to take, or else he lets me play knight c5. And now the knight's awesome as it protects pretty much everything here. So knight d3. Now if he moves the bishop, I'll take. And I noticed also in the chats, I think it was Chessbase said, clean your mouse. Yeah, I sometimes I do, right. Usually I don't even notice, and don't forget I've also had this mouse for quite a while now. I mean, obviously I was just in St. Louis as well, so I'll consider it at a certain point in time. But right now I'm just focusing on playing good chess more so than cleaning a mouse. So d5, probably he'll take. I'm assuming I'll take with the pawn, and then maybe his f3. Not simple to play for either side right now, but I think I'm okay here. I'll play bishop e7. So he takes, I'll take. So let's see, so is he going to take on f6 or not? Probably he will. But I think I'm okay here. Okay, so he plays bishop takes e4 instead. Okay, so now I assume I should just take on d4, but we'll see. If I take on d4, he goes king g2, and then if I take on e4 and play bishop e5, I think I'm okay. And if he goes queen b3, I just go queen d7. And if he doesn't go queen b3, I get d5 for my queen. So, plays queen a4. I can't play queen d7. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh, now I'm probably just lost then. I just completely forgot that he could do that. Yeah, that's gonna be a big problem. So I'll try to struggle on somehow and hope against hope that I'm not just lost here on the spot, but probably I'm just completely lost. He'll play rook f8. Takes, probably queen d3. Probably I'll just take on b2. Again, this should just be lost, but you never know what can happen. It is blitz after all, so bishop b2, rook f1. I mean, this is really kind of bad. I'll play queen d8. I don't know why, but suddenly I just started lagging quite badly. So I don't know what's going on exactly, but knight d4. Yeah, this is just going to be lost in a move or two. I mean, I'm probably just going to resign. Yeah, there's not even really a point. I don't know why I started lagging, though. Let me see what just happened. Because I just noticed that it became very, very slow suddenly. So just give me 1 second to see what's going on. But I think I'm done. I'm not going to play Dulles anymore because he's being kind of annoying. Just like he keeps aborting games, then he plays when he wants to. So if he aborts this game, then I'm not going to play him anymore. But if he wants to play both colors, then we can play definitely. Castle, play c4. Don't really know what's going on. Suddenly I'm like really, really slow. I don't know why. This is really kind of annoying. Let's see why I'm so slow. Okay, so d5, knight f3. Now speed seems fine again, so let's see. Okay, so a3, bishop c3 probably. Plays knight e4, so I'm going to take. Play queen d4 here, or just simply rook c1, or just bishop d3. I think bishop d3 makes the most sense. So he takes, I'll take. If he plays bishop g4, I'll just we'll see. So okay, so if he takes, I'll take. If he plays like bishop g4, I'll just take on e4. And yeah, I think who was it who wrote that? Max, that seems like stream lag. I'm not sure what the lag is, but it's not a big deal at any rate. So I'll play b4, make him take the bishop. Now if bishop a6, probably b5. If takes on c4, I can just take the pawn because I've got a check here on c3. So queen f6. So now the question is how to proceed. So I think here I will proceed with queen d4. Because now if he goes bishop a6, I can just play b5 again. Or knight e5 as well. Both are possible. So he plays bishop a6. Now the question is, do I want to play b5? Yeah, I think I do. And if he takes, I'll just take on f6 and take on d5, or just take on d5 right away, in fact. And with this structure, so he plays b4. So now I can play rook c1, which I think I will. So now if he takes on d4, I'll just take back with the knight. So he plays b3. So he's trying just to do something here right away, but can't I just take on f6 and throw in a check and take a6, or am I missing something here? Let's see, so takes, rook takes a6, takes, b2, knight d2, rook b8. I mean, maybe it's just headed for just another endgame, which is just going to be like drawn or something. I mean, this is kind of weird. King g7, rook a6, and b2. Then I have rook 8. So takes, b2, knight d2, rook b8, and then like knight b1, rook b5. Rook b5 could be an issue. Rook b5, rook a2, rook c5. At any rate, this looks like it's headed for another... Ooh, king f5. What is king f5? That is not the move that I was expecting, however. So now I can play... I can take and play knight d2, maybe? Why can't I just take? Just takes, and if b2, knight d2, rook b8, and then somehow I feel like with this king... Yeah, he misplayed this, because now as you're going to see, this king on f5 is completely misplaced. So b2, now I take, and then play rook b1. If king e4, I'm going to go king f1, and now if rook a1, I go king e2 and knight d2. And he's just completely boxed in. Although, maybe not. Maybe I just blundered, actually. Maybe not. I forgot that actually with this way he has king c4. So this is going to be tricky. So king c3, king b3, knight c3. 5. Now I'll play e4. g5. I'll play e5. Play king d3. And actually here I'm just going to win because the knight's so much better. And black can't progress with these two pawns where they are on the board. So I'll play f4. I'll take. Play f4. Now I'll play now I play f5, and now king d4, I have e6. Knight c3, now I go knight e4, and now I have this awesome knight, this power knight on e4 that basically just finishes him off here. So I'll play the same thing, see if I can get him with this again. See how he wants to play this. Play c5. Oh, this is turning into some kind of weird English now. So let's see. So I'll play knight f6. Although I just allowed e5 here. That might have been bad. But he plays d3, just conservative. Play h3. I'll play knight e8. Play knight d4. f4. I can play f5, I guess. I think I'm just going to play e6. Although I don't know what the point of e6 was, if I'm going to let him play like bishop f2 now. So now I think I'm going to take on e2, because now b2 is hanging. Queen e2, and now I'll play f5. And basically try to play along this diagonal. So obviously if he takes, I'll take. Plays rook d1, I'm going to play knight d6. e5, I'm going to take. I'll play knight f7. I'll take. If he takes with the rook, I'm going to go d6. And now he'll probably play rook fd1, but then I can just play queen c8 and sidestep everything. Now I'll pre-move bishop d4, because if he doesn't take with the pawn, obviously the move won't be executed. So we'll see how he wants to do here. So what else is there? So he took with the rook. I kind of thought he might play like this. I mean, he's got this knight b5 idea, so I do have to be careful. But I don't think it's sufficient here. So I'm going to take. He takes, and now I have queen c6. Probably I'll play queen f3, I assume. But again, I think it's not quite sufficient here. So he plays b4. Okay, so he wants to play c5. So if I take, king f7, c5, takes, rook c8, d7, I'm too slow. Yeah, I'm a little bit too slow. So I can play a5, or I can just play bishop e7 here. I think I'll just take. He's probably going to take with the pawn, I would assume. Or he could take with the bishop too, I guess. Although if he takes with the bishop, then I probably take the knight. So he takes with that. I'll play a6, and if he plays c6, I'll play bishop d8. And basically, the point behind the a6 is that I cover the b5 square. So now he can't play knight b5 because I'm covering the square. So he plays bishop c5. I'll play. It's going to be hard to win this, I have to admit. I'm not sure I can actually. So I'll play rook b8, try to do something to So he plays knight b7. Now I can play bishop c7 though. King e3. I'll play. Ooh, this might be quite dangerous. I have to be very careful now. So I'll play rook b8, rook c8. This could be very dangerous. I have to be very, very careful here. So he has knight d6 maybe. He plays king d4, but now can't I play bishop b8? Knight a5, and maybe I just have to force a draw here with bishop c7. So knight c4, I just go bishop d8. So I don't really want to take a draw here, but I don't see anything better. King f7, bishop d6, or bishop b6. It's just too dangerous. Unless I can check on d8. But I don't see it. I mean, I really don't see it here. So I'm just going to... Although now he goes knight c4, and now I think... Wait, bishop d8, bishop b... Wait, what? Bishop d8? And now he's blundered. Now he just blundered away the pawn. So a4, so now I just take, and now he's losing. Now this is definitely... White's definitely losing here. But now it's more a matter now of technique, how I take advantage of how I play against his a5 pawn. So g4, I'll play king f7. If knight d6, I just take, so I'm going to play king e8. And now it's worth noting this bishop is also kind of trapped on b6. It's a little bit, not trapped, but it's stuck, and it can't do much. So let's see. Okay, so bishop b2. a4. I'll play e4, try to make it interesting. Try to play something normal with b3, with I guess b3 and a4 having been thrown in. I mean, it's kind of weird, but so he plays a3. I'll play bishop c1. d5. I'll play e5. And now it's worth noting this is kind of like a French, but there was a pawn on a3 that I can just snatch here. So play bishop b5. Bishop d7. I'll just take. And I'll just castle. He'll probably play d4, and then I'll play bishop b2. And I'm just going to go g5, wow. Play d3. Probably he'll play g4 here, I assume. Or bishop g7, one of the two. Or just knight e7, okay. So I'll play knight d2 now. Maybe g4, knight g5 or something. Knight g6. No, he wants to play g4, obviously. So how best to combat that? I'll just play knight e4. I'll try to force him to simplify into something a bit cleaner that's not so clear. So I'll play c3, and now probably he'll take. I would assume takes bishop c3, bishop g7. It's about equal. I mean, this isn't really what I wanted, but it's a game at least. So probably he'll take, probably, but I'm not sure. Probably. Bishop g7, I'll play knight d3. With knight f3, I'll just take. And we'll see how he plans to play this. So checkmate 1 writes, Nak has definitely tilted his opponent. I don't know if I've tilted him. He just seems to be playing strange stuff, really. That's what it seems to be more than anything. So here I can take on b7, or I can play rook d3. I like rook d3 more. It seems more logical to try and take advantage of this bad pawn here on f3. So bishop b4, I will take the pawn because I always have knight d6 coming. If king e7, in worst case, I can play e5, but probably I'll just play rook fd1, and or king e7, rook d4, for example. So he plays castles. So now I don't want to take the pawn on f3 right away. So here I'll play rook fd1. And now if he plays rook b8, I can play knight d8 even. So now rook a2, I'll take the pawn on f3. And my knight here is fine. It has d8, it has d6, multiple squares. And the rook on f3 is very nice too, as it can put pressure on f7 later on. So what are the questions of relevance here? Let's see. So Rab Krish asks, is 24 a bad age to start professional chess as a career? I think in general, trying to play chess as a professional player is very hard to begin with. So if you're not already up there if you're not already a strong grandmaster, probably by the time you're about like 17, I would say, or 17, 18 at the latest, you shouldn't. I mean, it's not a real consideration. Let me put it that way. So okay, so f5. I'm gonna play knight d8 here. If he takes on e4, I'll take on f8. So actually, I can pre-move that and just take knight e6. And now, obviously, actually, if he takes, I can play rook d4, but then bishop e1. So I'll just take, play knight g5. I guess he has e3 here. Bishop c5, I'll just take the pawn. King h1. And he has bishop f4. I completely forgot about that move. Okay, so that was or I can play rook e1, I guess. King d6, but now I can get out of jail. I can play knight f6 and check, and I mean, I'm definitely going to try to flag him now. Well, although I probably won't be able to because it's... Although he's being very, very slow again. Like, he's not being fast. He seems very, very slow. I don't know why. I mean, I've played him a lot at Bullet, and he's usually very, very fast, but he seems very slow tonight. In fact, he seems slow the other night, too, actually. So I don't know what's going on. So, alright, so score 9-1 right now. Let's see. So he can take with the queen, I guess. He'll just take with the knight. I'll play bishop g7. Some kind of weird Maroxy, but I've got the bishop on b7 right away, which should be a good thing. So I'll play knight f6. Probably I'll play f3. Although normally in a Maroxy, you don't play h4. So he plays h5. So I think he's kind of on tilt here, actually. He's playing strange moves somewhere. Knight f5. Now how best to play? I can take on c3. I think I'll just play simple. Just take on c3 and play queen c7 and just castle long and get out of the way of any nonsense. So knight g7. Play king d8. If queen h5, I'll play queen e5. I have knight h5 here. I can play queen e5 anyway because these pawns are all so loose. So he plays f4. I think I'm going to play knight a5. I can play rook g8. A lot of good moves here. I'm going to go rook g8. Although here he might have knight f5 again. So this probably wasn't the ideal way to play this, but I'll play rook g4. Oh, now I just allowed knight h6. Knight h6, but rook f4, I guess, and I'm probably okay, but this, I've kind of made a bit of a mess out of this, so I need to kind of focus a little bit. So Micron writes, Dubov is tilted like the Tower of Pisa. Yeah, maybe he is tilted at this point, but I mean, he's been way too slow in a lot of games. Like, most people know that I like to flag people, but normally if you reach a position with plenty of time on the clock, I won't do that. But he's been very, very slow throughout, so I don't know if it's because it's late or what's going on, but he's just been generally all around very, very slow. So knight a5 with queen d4. Maybe I'll play e5. Or just f6. Maybe just f6. Stop any mate threats on h8 here with the queen. And also c4 and c3 are quite weak too. So he plays bishop h3. So now I can play e5 if I want to. I don't know if I want to, but e5, queen d3, queen c4 looks pretty reasonable. Knight c4, bishop g4 is also reasonable. But I like e5. I like e5. It makes sense. And he can go queen d6, but I can just take. And take on g3. So he plays queen d3, so now I'm going to take. And I'm just going to play this position where I've just got, I don't know what I have. I have extra something. I have extra, wow, he castles. But now I can just take and take on e4. And I think it's just, yeah, it's just over. So, okay, so let's see. So, all right. It's the next game. Okay, so he's going to keep playing this g6. I'll play d4. Take. Probably he'll play knight f6 again, I assume. This time he's not going to. Okay. Okay, he's going to play this slightly differently this time. I'll castle. Probably d6, c4. He's going to play d5. Okay, so d5, c4. So I guess there's a question, would I rather fight 10 baby-sized Dannies or 1 Danny-sized baby? I assume that's referring to Danny Wrench. I'm going to assume that's what it's referring to, although I'm not sure. I would much rather fight against one normal-sized Danny than 10 little Dannies. So I am threatening bishop c5 here. Not that I'll do it, but it is there. I'll just play knight d2. And if he plays c5, I can just take. I'm hoping he blunders that, but I don't think he will. No, he's a little bit too good for that. So, he plays b6. I'll play queen b2. Probably bishop b7. Then I'll play like rook fd1. Plays c5 right away. Bishop c3. Bishop b7. And now I'll play... I can play rook fd1, or I'll play rook fd1. Basically, I want to keep a square maybe for my bishop to drop back to f1 at some point. So we'll see what he wants to do here. So rook d7, I'll play... Now I need to think. I can play bishop b5, I guess. Not crazy about it. I'll just play knight f3. So, if there are any questions, anything like that, let me know. So rook d8, I'll take, and on rook d7, I play knight e5. And what, he wants to go knight e4, bishop f7? Oh, if I play bishop f7, sorry, if I play bishop f7, he can play queen f7. Not good. Just a blackout, complete blackout. I'm in some trouble then. But I don't really have anything better, so I kind of have to go for it at this point. So, I mean, this is not very good, obviously, but you never know. So rook f7. I can play f3 if I want to. I don't really want to, obviously, but I don't really have anything. This is really not very good to begin with. So, let's see. So I play rook b1, he'll play rook takes f2. f3, bishop d2, I don't really have anything as far as I can tell. But I'm going to have to try it anyway. And he's going to take, I'm going to go king f1. And probably, yeah, if he finds a5, I'm in real trouble here. So I can still play king somewhere, maybe. King e2. Maybe king e2, bishop d4, rook c1 or something, or rook e1 maybe. Yeah, because on bishop a6 I can go king d1. I mean, this is pretty terrible, but it might not be just lost. It might not be just lost right away, though. So let's see what he's going to do here. So he plays bishop c6. So he's playing to trap my queen. If I take, he has rook f2 and bishop b2. If I play like, I don't know, like queen c1 or something, or king d1 maybe. I think I'll play king d1. Let's see. So if he plays knight c3, king c2, knight d5, queen c1, bishop d7. I don't know if I have anything here really. I'll play king d2. Again, I seem to be lagging, unfortunately. This is kind of annoying. Play b4. Probably he'll take. King c1. King c1. Now this. Some of there's too much lag. Well, on the bright side, at least this game I'm just losing, fortunately. So it can't be too upset about that one. But that was annoying, the lag at the end of that game. So alright, let's just rook c1, I'll play knight d7, probably b4 again I would assume, or d5, I'll play e5. Knight d2, so I'm going to play c6 here. Try to chip away to center a little bit. Now I'll play f5. f3, I'll play h5. So now he plays rook a1. I'm going to go king h7. I'll let him exchange the rooks here if he wants to. I really want to exchange these dark square bishops if I can. So he plays queen a1. Interesting. So he really wants to just play like some kind of endgame here, I guess. I guess that's his plan. Queen c1. I'll play f4. Now I might actually try and attack him over here on the king side. Because now that without dark square bishops, it's going to be very hard for him to attack over here on the queen side. So knight b3, I'll play rook c8. Queen b2, I'll play g5. So someone's gonna get mated probably. I mean, I'm either gonna mate him on the king side or he's probably gonna crash on the queen side. But still, my queen side does look like it's holding so far. It doesn't look like it's that bad, so take. Maybe he'll take with the e pawn, I guess. I mean, but here I can still play b5. I think b5, but b5 he's going to do something. I also can play e4 maybe. E4 actually looks good. I like e4. I like the concept of e4 at least, even if it's not a good move. I like the concept. So he plays rook e1, so I can play knight e5 probably. Okay, so he wants to take, so maybe I just go e3 in fact. Just e3 and ignore it completely. And next move I really want to put a knight on e5, like in a move or two now. And so far everything is holding. So my king here, there are no real weaknesses. So now he plays h4, which I kind of saw, but it didn't strike me as being overly dangerous. I'm gonna go rook g8. If he takes, I'll take. Queen f4, knight d3. Plays queen e4. Aha. Finds a good move. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. I have to be careful now. So let's see. So he's threatening. What is he threatening? So if I take on d3, for example, he doesn't have a threat. I don't really want to take on d3, but I don't see anything better. So I'll take. He takes. I'll play queen f8. Bring my queen closer to this to the king side. Try and create some threats on the g file here. So he plays knight d4. And I really don't like taking on h4, but I think it's probably the correct way to play this. Now I can play h3 too. I can also just play queen f6. I think I'm just going to play queen f6, and on knight e6, just knight g6, just holding all the glue together. So king f1. So he's trying to run with his king now. So if knight g6, I allow knight f5. On h3, he takes. I'm going to play rook a8, take the a file here. Take the only open file on the entire board. Although I did blunder queen takes e7. I'm lucky I have queen takes d4 here. Now somehow I'm still okay here. I don't know how, but do I have e2? I think I do have e2. And on rook e2, rook a1, rook e1, queen c4, king g1, I'll take. Play queen f1, and I should just be mating him, I think. So queen d7, king e5, and there is no perpetual here. Okay, I think I'll start trying to play more normal chess now. So let's see. Let's see what I can do. Play e3, knight f3, c4. c5, d5. Oh, he plays b5, not e6. Oh, well. Okay, so I was not expecting that. b4, okay. I'll play knight bd2, and I'm going to have to play for e4 at some point now. But maybe I'll just play bishop d3 first, just to get everything on the ideal squares first. So a5, I'll play rook b1. a4, I'll just play b3. And basically, I just want to put this bishop on this long diagonal. Rook a2, I'll play queen c1. Probably he'll play knight bd7, I'm guessing, and I'll play rook e1. Knight b6. I can play rook a1, but then he'll play like some kind of weird something, or rather. I'm not crazy about it, so I'm just going to play h3. Prevent knight g4, I guess. And I'm going to play like knight f1, knight g3, or knight f1, knight e3 maybe also. Just to see what exactly he's trying to play for. So now I can play rook a1 though. Yeah, now I can play rook a1 because rook b2, he hangs the bishop on a6. So now in a way he kind of has to take on a1. Or does he? Or no, he doesn't, because b3 is hanging. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. That was a mistake. Although I can maybe still take. Yeah, maybe I can take, because now if he takes on d5, I can play e5, but I can also just play queen c2, I think. Because now if he takes, can I just take on d5? Can I play ed5 and de6? And I'm going to go for it at any rate. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be possible. Because bishop c3, I'm going to take e6, and all his pawns are on the wrong squares here. So if he takes, I'll take. He's going to have to take. I'm going to take. And I don't know if this is good or not. He has king g7. I can play knight g3 probably. Knight g3, bishop f2, king f2, rook f8, knight h5. This looks possible. So I'm going to play knight g3 and see what his idea is. So he plays bishop c3. So now I'm going to knight f5, king g6, knight e7, king f6 is nothing. So I think I'll throw in a check. King h8. Now I think I'm going to play queen c1 here. Plays bishop g7 correctly. And now how to proceed, or is there a way to proceed? Not sure there is. I mean, I might just have to take and play some kind of endgame. Although here I have queen a1, sorry. I have queen a1 check, sorry. So no, I'm actually doing fine then. I forgot that I had queen a1. So now I will play, what will I play? Knight h5 maybe? Just knight h5 so that when he takes I have queen a1 with check. And if he doesn't, then this long diagonal is going to come into play either way. So I'll play knight f4. Queen f6. I'm going to play knight h2. He has queen c3, queen d1 probably. And if he does something else, knight d7, I'll play knight g4. I mean, and now he gives me this check again. This check is always a killer. This check on this long diagonal. Now I can play knight e6 if I want to. I think I'm just gonna play like, yeah, why not? I'm gonna play knight e6. Play queen a7, takes, and something. Because here I am up a pawn. It's worth noting. So. Queen e4. We can play knight e3, I guess. And now he kind of has to make a quick decision because I'm threatening knight d8. And all his pieces are... They're in a state of flux at the moment, so he has to figure out what he's doing right away. So, right, so king h7, I'll play knight d8. Queen c7. Now he's getting really boxed in here on the queen side. All his pieces are getting stuck. So is that it? No, that's not it. He wants more. Bishop d3. I'll play e6. Play d5. He takes. I'll take with the queen. I don't have to take with the queen, but we'll see. This again is slightly dubious. White should be a little bit better here, but I don't see any reason it should be the end of the world. So, alright, so knight c3, bishop e7, I'm just going to castle, play knight bd7. d5, I'll take. If he takes, I can probably take, but I don't see any reason to try and go for complications. Makes more sense just to keep playing simple chess. Now I can definitely take on d5. Takes, what is it, the point? Okay, I call the bluff, I take. Take. I don't understand what he's... Okay, so knight c7, so now I have bishop f3, for example. Bishop f3, queen c7, queen a8, knight c6. He's got bishop h7 at the end, so I can't do that. So I guess I kind of have to just take. And now if he really wants to be bold, he can maybe take h7, but it's hard to believe that could possibly work. So I'll play h6, rook c1, I'll play queen f4. Try and force a knight to a bad square here like h3. Old climber writes, poor kid, Naka, stop it, let's go to bed. I feel like playing more and more. Why not? I mean, if he's game and he wants to play, there's no reason to stop playing. So rook c7. I'll play bishop c6. Try to trap this rook here, maybe like with queen d8 or something. Rook e1. That's a good move. I actually didn't see that. I'll play knight d7. Now, he can take on c6 and probably just equalize, but I don't think he'll do that. But we'll see. So it's his move. So takes. And this position's very equal. Knight f4, for example, probably kills the entire game. Knight f4, knight f6, knight d5 is what I'm referring to. And he played it naturally. I mean, it's kind of hard not to play knight f4. It's a simple move. So unless I can do something here on this back rank, like in the next like half move or something, I mean, I'm probably just gonna make a draw quickly. So let's see. So queen b3. I can play rook d2 here. It looks like it doesn't look like it loses. So g3. Now if I play queen c5, he has rook e8. So I'll just play queen d7. Take complete control of this d file. Keep the rook on. Keep pressure on these queenside pawns. And now maybe here I can try to do something, I don't know, like g5 maybe, or maybe queen f5, rook f3. Doesn't quite work. I mean, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play g5. Why not? So queen c3. Now I'll check. I'll throw in another check. Now if rook f3, I have g4. If plays king h3. Wow. Okay, so king h3. I don't have g4 anymore. He's threatening to mate me now, so I have to be careful. I could always play rook d4, and now I'm threatening to mate him in one with g4. So he plays g4. I'm going to play h5. I'll take. Play queen d7. Probably he'll play rook g3, or no, he won't. He'll play rook e8. Wow, that was terrible. That was really bad. Does he have like does he have bad lag or something? Because he just seems to be extremely slow to finish every game, and I don't really understand why. Because I should have lost that game. I mean, if he was maybe he's on like a touchpad or something. Because he should have won that game. I mean, he really should have. He had about 5 seconds. It wasn't that hard to win all my pawns and promote. So I don't know what's going on with Dulles tonight. So I'll play knight bd2. Maybe he'll play a3 here. No, he plays bishop g4. I'm gonna play like I'm gonna play c4. Try to develop my pieces. Plays d4. Okay, so now I'm gonna play a3, and if he takes, I'm gonna take with my queen. Now this is some kind of weird like Benko or not Blumenfeld. This is more like some kind of Benko sort of position that I don't really understand what's going on. So so takes. Rook a6, good move. He wants to play rook b6 if I take, so I'm going to play c5 here. Again, now I'm threatening to take the pawn on b7. And so now let's see, what's he going to... So he plays rook a7. Now I have knight g5 here. I really want to do something. I feel like there should be more than just developing, but I don't see it right off. Maybe like knight c4, I'm going to play knight c4. I'll just play knight c4 and try to develop. Bishop e6. Now I can play knight g5 if I want to, but I'm just going to castle because by putting the bishop on e6, he's stopped himself from developing here. So now I'm going to play e4. So I assume he'll take d, e, f, e, and then the game will continue. Like e6, I can play d4. I mean, e4 is a gambit move. I don't really like it that much, so I'm just going to play d4. If he plays knight a5, I'll just play queen a4 check and queen c2. Bishop c6, queen c2, knight c4, queen c4. And the position's about equal again. I mean, I missed my chance. I mean, probably I should have been significantly better there for a bit, but I missed the opportunity. Now I just kind of have to just play like a normal game again. So bishop e4. Now I'm going to play knight d2. I'll take. Maybe he'll play h4. I don't know, actually. Plays b6. I can take if I want to. I don't have to, but it makes sense just to take and create a big center here. So just takes e4 and play with the center that I have. Because white's played h5 and he has a king on e8, so he's gonna have to play h4 probably if he intends to ever castle. So h4, I'm gonna play g4. Probably he'll play h3. I'll play king h1. Now I've got g5 also to dislodge this knight from f6. So knight h7, and now I feel like there should be something here. There really should be, but I don't see it. So I'll just play knight f3, keep playing. So castles, queen e3, rook c7. Now I'm going to play rook g1. I really want to play g5, g6 if I can. Oh, he has rook c2. Yikes. So queen b3. Queen c8. Now, I don't really want to do this, but I don't have anything better, so I'm just going to exchange, and we're going to reach some kind of endgame, I guess. Knight f6, but now I can... Whoa. Now I can just take. Now do I play e5, or do I take on e6? I think I just... Or if I take on e6, he takes on e4. So I play g5, bishop e7. It doesn't quite work. I think I'll play e5 here. Right, bishop e7, then I'll probably play d6. Although I did give him bishop g5. But bishop g5, I'll play rook d1. And I'll basically try to... I've got this d file maybe to play with. Play d7. Although I did misplay this, because I'm going to end up losing this d7 pawn, unfortunately. I think. Maybe not. I've got... Wait, rook d4 he's going to take, so... Yeah, I kind of misplayed this a little bit. I mean, because queen d3 is rook d7. I'm just going to have to play moves now. And does he have a threat here? I don't see a threat right off. So what do I do? Play a5. And again, I don't know what's going on. Every time he gets low on time, something bad seems to happen. So I don't know what's going on. But, alright, that was strange. Okay, so Dulles writes, good game. So I guess that's it then. I guess he's done. Very strange. Very strange. Oh, he says not even a mouse. So I'm guessing it means he's not using a mouse, or he's using some kind of like touchpad or something. I don't know what that means, but that's not surprising because he seems to be extremely slow tonight, as I have mentioned. So let's see. So who is there? So I challenged. Who have I challenged? So let's see. So I challenged Yaro and Yakov. Will either of them accept or not? I'm not sure if either of them will accept. So let's see. Okay, well, I heard that sound, so that means someone just accepted. So knight f3. Okay, so I'm going to play Yaro. So let's see what he wants to do. Play d4, c4, c4. Okay, I'll play knight f6. Probably he'll play queen d4, I would assume. Knight d4. Knight d4 is playable, but it's a little bit dry. b3, I'll play knight c6. Bishop b2, I'll play queen b7. He takes. Now I can take with the queen or just take with the pawn. I think I'm just going to take with the pawn here. This is pretty dry, as I said before. This is a very even position. So I'll castle, I'll play rook d1, probably e6. Not a whole lot to write home about so far, so we'll see. So rook d3. I think I'll try knight g4, try to get some knight e5 in here. Try to mix it up a little bit so that it's not just a boring draw. So he plays knight e4, I'll play knight e5. Probably he'll take. Yeah, probably he will. So I'm play like rook d1, and yeah, this is pretty boring. So I'm gonna play like I'll just put my bishop back on g7, be pragmatic to start. Play like queen a6, rook d7, I'll play queen a3, plays h4, I can play h5, I don't know if I want to, but I will. Because I always have queen b2, so as long as I have this queen b2 idea, he's never, I'll take. Now I can play queen b2 here, as I was pointing out, still just even, but I can also just take. Well, I'm just going to take the pawn. I'm going to get greedy here. No, here I cannot take another pawn. Here I have to check on b2. And queen e5, and now we'll see what he wants to do, because now that my queen is active, I mean, it should be completely fine for me. So I just have to figure out the right way, the right approach now. So I'm going to start by playing a5. I'm going to try and open up this a file. So I'll probably play a4, I would assume. But no, he doesn't. So I'm going to play a4. If rook g2, I'll play a takes b3, knight f6, king h8, and I should be fine. Or should I be fine? Actually, should I be fine? Maybe I'm not fine. Maybe 3, knight f6. Knight f6, king h8, knight h5. Bishop h6, knight f6, queen f4. Okay, I've got to see it. If he has it, he has it. Good for him. I'm not seeing it, though. Knight f6, king h8, knight h5, bishop h6. Knight f6, queen f4. I'm not seeing it. So he either has it or he doesn't. And that's just how it goes. So, any other questions, you guys, in the meantime? Knight f6, king h8, knight h5. He's going to play knight h5. I'll play bishop h6. I mean, if he has it, he has it. Good for him. I don't see it, though. And again, this a file is so critical for my rook, because my rooks are so passive here on f8 and a8 that I really need to try and do something. So the fact that he's been thinking for a while is definitely a good sign. It means that he hasn't spotted anything obvious. So he plays knight f6 again. So now I think queen f4 is the right move. Yeah, queen f4 looks right. Just because now he can't move the queen off without hanging his knight. His queen protects the knight, but my queen also protects the bishop. So if he plays rook g4, I think I can take on a2 even, but I can just take. And I don't see a mate here. That's the good news. I don't see a mate. But now, okay, so he plays it like this. So now though, I can start to slowly unwind. I'll play bishop e5. Because now I have rook a1 next move. And I'll play bishop d4. And now he's just in trouble, because now he's got big problems. So alright, so that's a good start again. So round 2. Again, something solid, simple. d5, c4, probably knight bd7. I'll take. Knight c3, probably knight e4. I'll play knight e5. Takes. Knight c5, I'll play bishop c2. Knight e6. I'm going to play knight e2 just to stop him from playing d5, d4. And I also want to play like f4, f5. So now I'm going to go f4. Plays f5. Now I can play g4 maybe. Be very bold. Why not be bold? Let's go for it. Let's see what he has here. So takes. I'll play knight g3. I mean, basically I just want to take this, and also now his pawn structure is a little bit loose over here on the king side. I mean, everything's just kind of hanging by a thread now. So now I can play f5 if I want to. I mean, I'll just play it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Just play it. Just do it. I think that's how the saying goes. Knight g5, I'll take, and now I'm threatening to play like h4, e6, f6. I mean, this is really kind of just ugly. So I can play h4, knight f7, e6, and that's just GG kind of. So he plays knight e4. This still is extremely ugly for black. I mean, for example, I think I can just take and even just play like queen e4. And now, not only am I attacking the rook, but now I've got this diagonal too. So if he moves the rook, I just play f6 and it's game over. In fact, I think the game is just over here. I mean, takes f6, and now I'm threatening mate on this diagonal too. It's like everything's hanging here. So g6, so can't I just take the rook? I can even just play e6 probably. Yeah, why not just... With a handle like Cruel Yarrow, it's time for me to be cruel to him and just punish him now. Okay, so round 3. How do I want to play this? Yeah, I'll play the same line again. Castle. If b3, I'll probably play d5. So here I'll give him a chance to play e4 and get his Maroczy set up. So he plays e4, I'll play knight c6. Bishop e3, I'll play queen c8. Yeah, I see someone just made the reference to the legendary Mortal Kombat phrase, what's the phrase? Punish him now? Punish him. Actually, it's not punish him, it's finish him, isn't it? Finish him? Finish him! So e6. Probably he can take again and we get the same kind of pawn structure, very dry, very boring. But he plays queen d2. So now if I play d5, doesn't quite work. Knight e7, or how do I want to play d5? I can always play d5 and I'm fine, but I want to somehow create something here. So I think I'll just play rook c8. He's going to play rook f d1. I'll just play a6, cut the b5 square off from his knights. So he takes. I'll take back with the rook. Bishop g5. Now he wants to take maybe or not take. I don't know. But I'm going to play rook c8 at any rate. If he takes, I'll take. And basically I'm going to create pressure so that I have b5 at some point in conjunction with this diagonal. So takes, takes, takes. Now I think I just take. I can play rook c7 as well. Rook c7 might be interesting actually. Then he goes queen d3, b5, knight e2, and it's not enough. So I'm just gonna take and play simple chess. So Sleeping Giant asks the question: Does Hikaru have a stream schedule? At the moment, I don't. I think it's very hard in general to have a set schedule because for the most part, I still am a professional player. I'm competing in a lot of tournaments, and because of that, there usually are so many tournaments going on that it's very hard to have any kind of real routine, unfortunately. Rook d2. I can play bishop g5 maybe. Then he goes king f2. But I'll try it anyway. See if he might blunder with f4 and he. Oh wait, but then if I take he has king f3. Oh no. Oh, that was unfortunate. I thought he just blundered the pawn on e4. I thought he was being so clever and so smart. But of course not. I was just being an idiot. So okay. So if I play g5, f5, rook e4, f6, bishop f8. That looks interesting and promising. So I'll play g5. King f3, and now I'm going to play rook a3. Actually, now he's king e4, so if I play bishop c5, knight g4, h5, knight f6, king g7 takes, king f3, bishop d4. What to do? What to do? I'll play h5 here. Try and just muddle everything and complicate it. Just take away the square from the knight. So he goes rook c2. I'll throw in another check. King g7. I mean, I'm probably going to have to try and flag him. But I might have some luck. So g4. He's going to have to move the king. Bishop g5. f6, king g6. fe6, rook e4 is very strong. So he does play fe6. I'll play rook e4. Although he does have e7 here, which... No, e7, rook e5. Rook c3 takes. I'll just take. King f2, probably king f2, rook e5, and I'm just up a clean pawn. Hopefully I won't have to flag in this game. That's never the goal, but sometimes it happens. b3. I think I can take here. I think this endgame is just winning. Because now I can just play e5, e4, and his knight is just terrible. So king c3, I'll play king c5. King d5, and now he's kind of in a bad situation. Because now I can just play bishop d2. And I think I just push the pawn straight to e1. Okay, round 4. Fight! So far pretty normal again. Probably rook e8, or maybe e5, or just e6, I guess. Yes, round 4. Fight! 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 I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, okay, so e4. Now I can play knight d5. I think I will play knight d5, and when he takes, I'll just take with the c pawn. Yes, and of course, for those who weren't sure, yes, it is obviously it's a reference to Street Fighter. That goes without saying. One of the best games of all time for anyone in the know. That's one of the greatest games ever. So rook c8. I'm going to play h4. Try to play for h4, h5. Play a3. Okay, he's going to force me now by playing like this. It's probably rook c7. I'll play rook c1. Rook fc1, and he's got to play knight c5 and cut me off right away, because if I get a piece to c6, he's in real trouble. f5 I can just take. And just takes. Knight c4. If knight b3, I'll play knight takes b6, and I'll hit the bishop and the knight. So rook f8. I think I can just take. I think I can just check. I think I can just play knight d5 next move, actually. King h7, knight d5 just looks awesome. Well, if we're gonna have a conversation about Street Fighter, that's for another day when I'm on my own stream. But we can have a discussion about the various versions, Street Fighter 4 also. But for me, growing up with Street Fighter, I mean, it's takes me back to the old days, the old days, the good old days, as I think most people like to refer to it as. Rook b8, rook b1. Although here he's rook b8 maybe, so I might have done something wrong here. But here I think I can just take on c5 maybe. Rook c5, queen f2. I don't get it. Queen f2, king h1, rook b6, rook cc1, or rook c7 check. So he's going to take rook b6 or not? No, he's not. Wait, what? But now I can just take the rook with check. King h6. Okay, what is going on here? So he's trying to play for a perpetual. So, okay, how to stop a perpetual here? So queen c8 is a weird move. Queen e4, queen h3, king g1, queen e3, queen g2. Does not work. Rook c2 takes, king g1 does not work. Queen e7 is a draw. Rook h5, gh5, I have nothing. Rook g5 takes, bishop g2, queen h4, I have nothing. Queen e7, queen d7, rook f2. Rook h5, gh5. I'm gonna try it. Let's see if it works or not. I think at the worst I've got a draw here. So he's gonna go rook f2, obviously. Unless he's not, but yeah, he's gonna go rook f2, so I check. He's got to take. So let's see. So king there, check, check, check. I don't think I have enough here to win, but maybe I wait. King g7. Wait, now I check. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm winning here, actually. Queen d8. So he has to go king h7. Now I check. He takes. I play queen d7 check. This might be winning, actually. So now I check. King g6, rook g1. And rook f1, I take. And I'm winning. And I'm winning. And actually, rook f1, I also have queen d6 check too. And that's all she wrote. So let's see. So I see someone wrote a funny comment. They said, how come someone says to look at the imbalances, but Hikaru just says all the lines? Sometimes the lines are more important than the imbalances. Well, let's make this interesting. So d5, okay, so I'll play e6. Knight c3, I'll play bishop b4. So bishop d2, interesting move. I'm going to take. I'm going to castle. And I'm not so sure what Yaroslav is doing here again. He's gotten himself into another position that's not really quite what you want here. So bishop d3, I mean, I'm going to take. He's going to take, obviously, with the bishop. I'm going to throw in a rook e8 check. Wow, bc3. Okay, so I'm going to check. Take. He has two bishops here. Bishops cannot be underestimated, but with this pawn structure, it's a little bit hard to see any kind of attack really working. Although it could. I mean, he's going to get g4 now. Maybe I shouldn't have played knight f6, but at any rate, let's see what I can do here. So g6 h4 is pretty dangerous potentially. I could just play d5, just play simple moves, and I think I will. Basically, I'm just going to try to... I'll give him this h7 pawn, but now at the same time, his pawns are slightly overextended here. So I'll play knight d7, bishop g4, g6 probably, and I think I'm okay here. Basically, the point is white's pawns are now overextended, and there's not going to be any quick like pawn rush down the board. So even though I give back a pawn, white has compromised the pawn structure. So there's your imbalance, man. There's your imbalance. Okay, so oh, I see Bly Pope has shown up again. I don't know. Will I give him a game tonight or wait till the next time? Not sure. Anyway, we'll figure it out another time. But I see Bly Pope writes, "Who's your favorite? What player did you play in Street Fighter?" There are a couple of characters. I mean, I was never an expert at the game, so wait, did I just allow bishop h5 there? I think I did. Anyway, I was never the greatest player in the world at Street Fighter, so I have queen d7 maybe, queen d6 also, maybe just knight g7, knight e6, h4, pretty ugly stuff going on here. So maybe I'll just take rook e3. Yeah, I think I've got to like gamble now. I've got myself into a really bad position. So Bly Pope asked me like, who's my favorite character? Now if I think I'm just going to take on e3. Who's my favorite character at Street Fighter? My favorite character by far was, or not favorite character, but the only character that I was particularly good with was Bison. I think he was my best character by far. He was decent with some other characters. I mean, I was okay with Dalsum. Never great, but I was relatively decent with Dalsum. So queen e2, and takes king e2, queen c2, king e1, king e1 f6, h4, rook h8. I don't see it, so I'm going to try and hold. Hope that I get lucky here and hold. Yeah, my favorite player was Bison though. Bison, and I occasionally played with Dalsum, but I wasn't a top level player, so Dalsum's obviously a very difficult character to play with. I mean, if you're really good, you're a high skilled player. He's probably the best character overall, but I wasn't that. So obviously, I play chess, not Street Fighter professionally. So he was my best character by far. But okay, let's see. Queen g4, rook h8, rook g1. I'm gonna have to go king f8 and knight e4 probably. And there's probably some kind of perpetual or something here after rook g1, knight e4. Maybe that's just winning. Queen g8, king 7 takes, check, king g2, queen g4. Now, if he doesn't have mate here, because of where all his pawns are, I might actually just be better. Not even just like worse, but I might even just be flat out better. So rook g2, king e7, because this knight is a monster, and he really needs to find a way to exchange queens if he can. So rook there, I'm going to just grab a pawn. Queen f4, I'll just play king d7. And here I don't even know, I have what, a knight and a pawn for the rook? So I'm actually doing really, really well here. And since he has no time, it's time for more flagments. Flagments. And here come the pawns too. So rook h2, I'll play rook h5 to stop him from doing anything over here. Now, you know, just the B and A pawns are just going to roll down the board and boom, it's just all over. So, alright, so it looks like Yaro has left the room, so who else is there to play? Maybe I'll play Vanishing Dragon? Or can be, or Amon, someone, whoever's playing. So let's see. So there's some other questions. Bulletproof ID says, "Did you watch Game of Thrones?" Yes, I did. I did watch Game of Thrones. I actually watched it in advance since the episode was leaked. I was able to get a copy of it ahead of time and watch it. Saved me a Sunday evening from watching it. I wasn't that thrilled by the episode. I kind of was hoping for something different. I mean, they've been playing up that whole Jon and Daenerys relationship for some time. I was kind of hoping they won't, because obviously everyone knows they're related. But hey, whatever goes. So I was hoping for something a bit different. But I have to say the dragon dying and then turning into, like, I guess you call it a white dragon or a dead dragon or whatever you call it, was pretty cool. I don't know what's going to happen though. I'm kind of interested. I mean, I'm a. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin it for everyone? But isn't it like it's Tuesday? Isn't it? Everyone should have watched the episode by now. Isn't it? Isn't it Tuesday? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Come on, you guys. What do you want me to say? It's Tuesday. If it was Monday, I could see people being angry with me, but it's Tuesday. You guys got to watch it. Come on. It's Tuesday. It's been 2 nights. It's Tuesday, right? Tuesday or Wednesday or something. No, it's Tuesday. So anyway, so what's going on with Masterman? Is he here or not here? Am I lagging? Who's lagging? Somebody's lagging. I don't know who. I guess he's lagging. Wow, he's really lagging, huh? That was surprising. So D5, he plays ED5. Interesting. So I'll take. Probably he'll take. I'll take. Take on D2, or he'll play Knight C3. I'll just take and play Bishop D6. Knight D7. H3, Knight F6. Knight E5, I'll take. Takes with the queen, I'll just play Queen D5. Takes, Knight D5. C4, Knight E7 is what I'm going to do. Plays A4, I'm going to play A5. Now I'm going to castle long. And basically I'm just going to try and play against these weak pawns. He has the bishop pair here, so it's not trivial. But, so C3, now I'm going to play Bishop A6 so that he can't just play C5 and get rid of these double C pawns. Bishop F1, and now I need to think. I think I'm just going to play Rook H8. Maybe try for E5 with the pin along the D file. Bishop G5. I'll play H6. Give him the exchange if he wants to take it. Probably he should not take it, but he might. He probably will take on F6 is my guess. F4 now I'm going to play like. Okay, so he wants so. You can play C5 here. Try him again. Play against these pawns, because one weakness here is that not all my pawns, but most of my pawns here are on dark squares. So, because my pawns are on dark squares, he's got these pawns on light. He's got these pawns on light squares, A4 and C4 in particular, that are very, very weak. So DC5, I'll take. And like here, the only weakness that I really have in the position is on F7 at the base of the pawn chain. So I'm gonna play H5, try to get it to H4. Probably he's not going to let me get it there, but I'll try nonetheless. So Rook G8 takes. I will play King takes, just so that he has to go King F2 and protect this pawn on G3. I'll go King C7. Probably he'll play Bishop E2, but I don't know for sure. But the point again is that White's pawns are weak. My pawns, I mean, I created this weakness on H5 potential that maybe I shouldn't have. But, okay, so if I play Rook B8, takes, Bishop B2 takes, Bishop B3, King E3, A4, A3, I'm probably too slow. So I'm going to go Rook A8, Bishop B2, and now I'm going to take the pawn. And we're going to see who's going to be faster here. I will play Bishop C2. Says Rook A1, I'm going to push A4. He'll take on F7, of course. Or he'll play Bishop D1. Interesting. So Bishop D1, I'll take. Push A3. play, what will I do? I'll play a2, h4, h5, h6. Yeah, so I can push the pawn to a2. King d7. King e7. h5. Now I'm going to go play like e5. Play rook a3 is there now. But I'm just going to play king f8. In fact, I don't know why I did this. It's kind of stupid because now he's going to go like king f5. And this again, this is going to be a draw, but it's time to flag someone. And in fact, now he's just going to lose because his king. Maybe he's not going to lose. King e4 is still probably a draw. Although now he's just lost position. This is not actually losing, but there's no way he's going to draw this. And now this is a well-known king and pawn endgame. Just you get the opposition and you win. Bishop g7, I'll play d4. Probably he'll take. I'll play knight e2 or knight f3. Anyway, Graphy X writes Nak is a savage. I don't know. I'd rather be a hound than a savage personally, but assuming you get the reference, that is. Castle. d6. What to do? Do I take? I'll just take on c6 and take on g7. And I don't really want to take on c6, so I'll just play knight c3. I mean, I could have just taken the knight, he could have given him double pawns again and just played another position, and if he's going to force me, then I'm going to do it. So I'll play queen d4, and we'll just play another endgame, I think. Or not. Maybe I'll play queen d2 and try to trick him with some knight e4 at the right moment. So he plays queen e7, I'll play e4. Basically, I want to play like rook e1, f4, f5, all kinds of stuff. So f5, I could play rook e1, then he goes f4, or I could just play f4 myself. I like playing f4 just so that I can get the knight in e4, and then I can check him along this long diagonal after knight takes e4. So rook e8, I'm going to play queen d4. If he goes queen f6, now I'll go e5, because now he's hanging a pawn on a7. So D, E, F, E. So I see someone mentioned they need to buy me a new mouse. Well, next time I do a broadcast on my own channel, if someone wants to donate like $50 or $100 or whatever, so I can buy some high-end Logitech mouse, then go for it. I don't actually know what the best mice are these days. Like I said, I'm a pretty simple person. I've almost always used just standard cordless, but I'm always open to trying something new. High-end Logitech doesn't have to be Logitech. It could be another brand too. I mean, I'm not well versed in what the best mice are these days. There was a time when I paid a lot of attention to that, but I haven't really paid attention to that in quite a while. Anyway, back to the game. It's completely lost for black because basically I'm just up a pawn. My knight is awesome, and I can also potentially just run my a pawn down the board. And also black's pawns are not going anywhere. So strategically, black is just lost here. So king g8. I'll play c4 because now he can't go to e4 because then I'm going to get a fork on the queen and the rook from knight e6. So now he's going to have to go back to f7. Or maybe he'll just resign. Yeah, he could just resign too. So, okay, maybe, so let's see. So maybe now I'll try and play some bullet if anyone's around. I don't know if Amon wants to, or if Amon wants to play maybe. Does Amon want to play or not? If Amon doesn't want to play... Okay, maybe I think now maybe for the next like 30, 40 minutes I'll just play. Just send me challenges, everybody, if you want to play, and I'll play you guys. So just send some challenges. VSim writes, Amon has a dinner with guests. It's Tuesday night. I mean, Tuesday night. I mean, like Friday or Saturday, that's fine. But I mean, on Tuesday night, Amon should be focusing on chess and getting his studying and getting his GM title rather than entertaining dinner guests. So let's see. So who wants to challenge me? I mean, like I said, I'm gonna play. I think I'll just play everyone now. So I'll open it up a little bit. So let's see. So okay. So where are the challenges? Let me reload the page just to make sure. Okay. So let's see. So who's out there? Who's out there? Where are the challenges? I'm not seeing challenges right now. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just closed my challenge to Amon, so okay, I'll start opening it up a little bit. If you want to play me, just mention your name here in the chat, and I'll try to play everyone if they mention what their name is on Chess.com. Because otherwise, I'm going to see like 20 challenges and not know who's who. Knight g6, bishop d3. I'm going to play c5, probably d5. Maybe castles is reasonable too. Knight b3. I'll take. I'm going to play knight c6. Turn this into some kind of Sicilian, like a Khan, except I played b6 instead of a6. But something like e6 a6 makes it Khan. Here I played b6, but if he's going to make me play a6, well, I'll play a6. Unfortunately, bishop g5 is not a good move. Normally it would be fine, but here I have f6, and now white's dropping a piece. But normally it would be fine. If I couldn't play f6, it would be a completely normal move. So GM moves. You're going to get the next game. So you will get the next game. GM moves. Bishop e3, I'll take. Play knight e5 next. Bishop c2, I'm going to throw in a check. I'll take on f3, just exchange pieces. I'm simply up a piece here, so I might as well exchange. Play queen e5. Rook d1, I'll play d5. King f1, I'm just going to castle, get my king out of the center. I'll just take. And now there's just knight f4 check, this nasty fork with the king and the rook. So now, I mean, the rest really isn't going to need an explanation. I'll play rook b2, just pick off everything. Maybe I'll start even pre-moving in a situation where I really should not pre-move. And that's checkmate. So, alright, so where is GM moves? Or okay, I'll play Graph X first since I see the challenge showing up. how to do this. I'll play knight h5, something different, unusual. Try and take this bishop on f4. Take on f4. I'll play queen b6 here. Attack d4 and b2. Take. Probably he'll castle. I'll take b2. Why not? It's a free pawn. It's always better to be greedy than not greedy. That's an important thing to know in chess. Always be greedy, unless you lose material, of course, like getting a queen trapped or something like that. But knight b3, bishop d6. Now I'm attacking both these pawns. f5. That's a good move. That's a very good move. Trying to open up the center. I like that. That's a good move. So unfortunately f6. I mean, position's bad, but I like this f5. I like f6. I mean, this is a good way of trying to play the position. Now though after queen c3, my queen can come back and take on g7 and protect everything. So all in, all in, all in. Let's see. So I like the style. Bishop h7. I can take. I can play king h8 and be a party pooper because king h8 is fine. I just need to see if king takes h7 actually works or does not work. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Takes knight g5, king h6, queen g4, queen f6, queen h4, king g6, queen h7, king g5, h4, king g4. Why not? If he has a brilliant mate, good for him. This could be one for the record books, but we'll see. Maybe not. Okay, so here he goes f4, but now the problem with f4 is I think I can just move my queen off to like d8. And now the problem is white doesn't have any mate threats, and I'm threatening rook h8 now. So queen g3, good move. So now I think I can go king f6. And I think I'm just escaping, because knight e4, now I go king e7, knight h7, I go king e7, and now I've escaped. Now there's no mate, and white's just white can take my rook, obviously, but now there's no mate, and I've got two pieces for white's rook here on a1. So he takes. So queen takes f8. Someone just said mate and 27 missed. I assume someone's trying to be funny, but if they aren't, let me know. Because I didn't see a mate. Queen h4, f6. So knight c5, I'm going to play queen h8, just try to exchange the queens. And here, unfortunately, I can just roll these pawns straight up the board. Or I can roll these pawns straight up the board too. So here I'm going to use both my pawn majorities and queen pawns here and queen pawns here. And now I'm going to use my pawns here in the center. And okay, so alright, so now I'm going to play GM. Where is GM moves? Since I promised him a game. I don't see GM moves. As I don't see GM moves. Okay, I think I'm gonna play Fishery then. Fishery Yasel, sorry, Fishery. I keep thinking it's ooh, bishop a6, interesting. Okay, so I'll play knight bd2. Play e4, takes. Basically, I think this bishop on a6 is slightly misplaced here. Bishop a6, bishop c2, bishop f1. I'll play king f1. Rook f1 was possible too, but I, for some reason, feel like having my king on f1. Don't ask me why. So I'm going to try to attack him here on the king side. So rook e8, I'll go king g2. I'll play h5, rook h1. Keep trying to put pressure here. Knight f8, I'll take. So he plays fg6. Now I'm just going to double the rooks on the h file. Actually, first I'm going to play a4 so that I might have some bishop a3 and something on this diagonal too. So I can dominate all the diagonals. Like if I've got the a3, f8 diagonal and the b1, h7 diagonal, and I can get a rook to h1, black's just completely busted. So queen d7. I'll play rook h1 now. Now I've got maybe even knight g5 here. Like this is really bad for black. I think this is just lost, in fact. There are many ways to play this. What's the simplest way? I don't know if this is simplest, but I like it. So I'm going to play g4. Queen e7. I'm just going to play like, I can play f4 here, for example. I could even probably just take the pawn. But bishop c1 seems like the simplest way to play this. So bishop h6. Now I can take, I mean, pretty much anything should be winning here. I think it's a matter of how I want to do this. I can play f4. I think I'm just going to take. And I think h6, bishop c1 is not so clean. So I'm just going to take and play rook g3. Queen f4, now I'm going to take. I just allowed queen e4, I realized, which could be a slight problem. But I think I'm still winning anyway because I have g7. And now I'm threatening rook h8 too. So rook h8 and g8 queen is just game over. So I think this should just be winning. So knight d5, rook h8. So let's see what he wants to do this time. So, all right. Knight f3, bishop b4. Bishop d3, knight f6. Queen e2, d5. See what he wants to do here. e5, I'll play queen d5, probably he'll castle. Bishop c3, or I'll just take right away. Exchange the queens most likely. Probably he'll play knight e5, maybe not, or I'll just play this way. I could have played knight bd7 first, but didn't really see the point. So queen f3, I'll take. Play like knight c6. Now maybe it's bishop e4 here, which I kind of, for some reason, forgot about. And I just blundered. Completely just blundered for no reason. It's not going to get it done. Or actually, now I just allowed c4. Oof. Oof. Terrible. Yikes. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Let's see if I can somehow salvage this. Bishop f4, I'll play rook g6. e7. Probably rook d7 and king b7. Try to get these pawns rolling somehow, someday, somewhere. Maybe now I have some chances though, because now he lost the f3 pawn for starters. Now I've got two pawns. This a4 pawn is weak to, and I've got these two connected passers. Now I've got three pawns. I'm gonna play rook a3, h6, king b5. Okay, there. I'm gonna play c3 because now if he takes, I go king c4 and c2. Ah. Wait, what? Bishop f4 and rook d1? And now it's getting interesting. This is getting really interesting. Okay, now I can take and play like rook d4 and h5 and h4. And now rook b4. And now I might even be winning this actually. And now this is just losing. This is just completely lost for white. Because f6, I can play... Oh, wait, no, I can't play rook a4. Oh, shoot. Oh, I thought I was just winning this. Oh, that's terrible. And that was pretty bad too. He had rook a1 check, I guess. And actually, after he declined that draw, I'm going to try and flag him. And there you go. All right. So moving on to the next game. Normally I would have given him a draw, but after he declined that draw, like 10 moves into the game, no mercy for Fischer Yasel. Takes, probably bc5. He plays knight c5. Okay, bishop e2. Now I've reached a pretty pleasant position. I've got like knight f5 coming. Probably he'll take on d2. I see Fate just wrote a funny comment. When I offer you a draw, you take it or live to regret not taking it. I get very angry if my draw requests are declined. Good to know. Queen d4, probably f6, rook c1. This is a pretty good position for me here. He's got this isolated pawn. I've got the two bishops against his bishop and knight, and I'm contesting the c file too. So all in all, this is looking pretty good for me. So play bishop g4 here. Try to tickle and force him to give me the c file. Now he's just completely giving me the c file. He's still got this weak pawn here on d5, so everything's looking very good now. So queen d6. So now I have to figure out how to take advantage of his of the problems in this position that black has. So f3 is one move. I don't really like f3. I think I'm going to play b4 here. Try to take away the c5 square so that I might have f3 to kick the knight from e4. So he plays bishop a6, logical move. I'm going to play h4 now. If he goes bishop c4, I can just take the bishop on c4, because then his knight will be hanging on e4 at the end of the line. Queen e7. So he really wants to go bishop c4 badly. So now here I think f3 allows knight g3, so I have to be a little bit careful here. I think I'll just play a3, pragmatic move. And bishop c4, I'll play bishop f3, because now I'm threatening to take on e4. Now his bishop, everything here is a little bit loose. So I'll play rook d1, try to take advantage of this d file. So he plays rook e8. Now I'm going to tickle him with h5 to maybe get h6 so that these pawns become very weak with the diagonal. So he plays h6 correctly. And now I've got to figure out how to proceed. So I think I'm going to play bishop g4. Maybe I can take advantage of like bishop f5, bishop g6 or something like that. For example, but now f3 does not make sense, nor does bishop f5. So I'll just retreat my bishop back to f3. And now I've got to figure out something. So if I take on e4, queen a7, queen c2, queen d4, rook e4. So I think I'm okay. I think I can grab this pawn. Oh wow, he takes a de4. That I was not expecting. But there will be no draws today for you, Mr. Yasel. Or as the saying goes from that well-known episode of Seinfeld, no soup for you. So I think that's going to be my saying for Fischer Yasel. No draws for you. Although I might not be able to avoid it, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. I'll try f3. Bishop e2, that is a move, but I think now, can't I go like rook e1 and... No, rook e1's no good. Maybe rook d2, gf3, king f2, and... I think I'm actually doing well here now, because now this pawn on g6 could become actually a very big strength, because now I control the complete d file here. So now I'll take... Bishop e6, I'm going to play e4, so that there's no bishop f5, bishop g6. I'll go bishop d4. Although here he's rook d8. No, then I have bishop c5. I get bishop c5, bishop f8, so I'll check. I'm going to play like f4 allows bishop a2, so I'm going to play rook d6, try to put pressure on this a6 pawn. Basically try and tie him down to everything. So he plays f5. So I can play e5. I can also just take. I think I'm just going to take the pawn. And now this pawn's become very strong. So now I'm going to go bishop d4 because now I've got checkmate in 1. Now I think rook a7 should be winning, but I don't trust it enough. So I'm going to go king e3 and just rook a7 next move. So I'll go king f4. King e7. Now I'm going to take, and I've got bishop f6 check and g7. Now I'll check, play e5. And now I've got rook e7 coming as well. And that's all she wrote again. So okay, so let's see. So b6. Knight c3, e6. Bishop b4. Probably bishop d3 again, I would expect. Maybe not. Play knight f6. Maybe e5 here. Or he'll play queen e2. Okay. e5. Probably he'll take again. Yeah, we're going to have the same line. So bishop d2, queen h5. And I guess I'll pre-move queen e2 just in case he moves the knight or something. So castles I'll take. I assume he'll play queen takes. As he did before, I just have to come up with a better setup. Okay, plays gf3. Okay, so now I will play... how will I play here? I think I'll play knight d7. Make a logical move first, and then figure it all out later. So h4. I don't know what h4 actually accomplishes, but it's a move. I think I'll just castle long here. Weird as it looks, it has some purpose to it, I think. So, what did I just do? Yeah. Okay. So right, so rook dg1, so now he wants to take g7 or play rook g5. So if I take and play knight d5, if I play g6, he's got rook g5. So maybe I should just chuck the pawn and play like h6. Play rook hg8. Rook g3, but now I'm going to go bishop d6. Force him to give me this open g file. Knight e4. I've got to figure out how to play this. If I take, he's got queen takes e4, and maybe he's got some queen a8 stuff or something. So I'm just going to play king d8. Not that this move makes much sense, but it gets the king out of checks. Maybe at some point I can take on e4. But this is hard to play. I mean, this is not a good position. c4, I'm going to go king e7. Maybe I'll play c5 if I get the chance. I mean, this is pretty hard to play. I'm in trouble here. That's for sure. So I'll play e5. So bishop b4. And now I'll play not king d8. Maybe play rook e8. Bishop c2. And now I'll go king d8. Because when he takes, I'll take on d4. Queen d3, probably rook e6. And I'm trying to fight here. I'm trying to fight. It's not easy, but I'm trying to fight. So queen d4, but now I get queen f3. And now I've got some hope. Now there's definitely some hope. Let's play king c8, sidestep any tricks on the d file. Bishop f4. So he wants to go bishop f5, I'm guessing. So how to avoid any nonsense? I'll play queen g4. No bishop f5 now, and the queen protects. Maybe something along this fourth rank too. So f3. If I take bishop f5, if I take bishop f5, I think I have to go queen h3. Really not what I wanted to do, but still not lost yet. So he plays bishop e4, and now I'm in trouble. Now I've got to find something instantly, like queen h4, bishop f5. I'm just going to go for this. Give him bishop f5 and play king b7. And hope against hope that somehow I can survive this onslaught. Not going to be trivial. So I'll play queen h5, I guess. King a6. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah. That was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. Okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Time to spank him. H6, bishop h4, queen b6, knight b3, knight bd7, queen f3, castle, g4. Maybe he'll play g5, maybe not. So he does, I'll take. I'll play queen g3. Takes, takes. Take. Play h3. Knight f6. Now I'll just like, I'll play a4. Bishop d3. F1. Like knight d4 or something. Try to do something here in the center. So he castles. I'll play b4. Play for b5. Maybe trap this bishop on c6. Like queen e3. So here black has big problems here because his king is very loose. Now I can take c6. I think I'll take c6 and play b5. I think this makes more sense. Now just what to do? I'll play knight takes b5 because d6 is loose now too. Like I'm threatening rook takes f7 potentially because then knight takes d6 is a threat, and then king and the queen and everything's just hanging. Plays knight d7, and I'll play rook takes f7. Queen g5, I'll take. I will take, I guess, and play bishop b5. I could have also taken d7 and played knight f7 too, in fact. I think now I'll just play it like this, because now I've got knight f7 at the end. And here I've got two pieces for the rook as well, so... So, okay, I'll play a dragon this time, see what he wants to do. Well-known line. Has he gotten disconnected? It looks like he has. So try and use this extra time that I have to think. GDog16 writes, Naka, why do you have a fan instead of air conditioning? I'm actually on the first floor. I'm not upstairs, so I do have AC in my house, but it's not super strong in the study down here on the first floor. So that's why I'm that's why I have a fan going instead of the AC. I do have the AC on, of course, but it's why I have a fan right next to me. So a3. Now a3 is a strange move. I'll play rook d8 here. I mean, queen c5, probably I'll just play queen c7. G3, I'll play bishop f5. Bishop d3, I'm going to play queen e5 now, because now he's got problems on a1 too. Because now I'm threatening queen a1 as well. Whoa, bishop takes f5, really? Wow, okay. Which way to take? Or do I... Queen a1, king d2. No, I've got nothing. Okay, so I'll just take the bishop on f5, attack the pawn on f3. I can play e5, I can play like queen f6. I'm going to play rook b5 here, because on queen c6 I've got rook c8. So queen d4, I think maybe I'll play... No, I'm not going to play c5, I'm going to play rook b8. I've kind of messed this up again, for no good reason really. I've put myself in a bad spot, so I'm going to play queen h3 maybe? Queen f2, and now I'm just going to play like... Now I'm going to go back queen f5. See what he wants to do. So queen d4. I'm obviously not going to take a draw. Play like queen f5, queen d4, c5 or something. So now I just allowed him to play c4, so I'm not playing good moves. Not the best, not the good moves right now. It's not going to get it done. So I'll play e5. Oof. Whoa. Whoa, what was that? What was that? Jeez. Well, now somehow he's completely misplayed it too, so suddenly it's gotten really messy out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, this never should have happened, obviously. And somehow this is just a ridiculous draw. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, last 6 games. Last 6 games, and then I'm done for the night, and I'm going to win them all. So ridiculous. Queen d8. Oh, I think I'll play knight f5 now. I'll just move my bishop back to f1 again. K8, rook c1. Queen d7. Now I can check, can't I? Yeah, I think I can just check and take the bishop on f6. I'll play like, I don't know, queen c2 looks really, really nice. Because now on king g7 I get knight f5. And now, well, I'll just play queen b1 here. Get out of any discoveries on the c file. And now I've got this great knight on f5, which is really nice. So rook g8, I think I'll play b4 maybe. I guess he has knight a4 maybe. I guess it's a move. So queen e6, I'll play queen b3. b5 only move. I'll just reroute my piece. I think I'll play like knight e2, probably rook c8, knight f4, or knight d4. d4, can't I just take? Or actually, knight d4 might even be stronger. Yeah, just knight d4 looks really strong. And just a b3, knight c3, rook d2, and just maybe it's not so simple. Knight c3, rook d2, knight d5. So rook d2, knight d5, rook c8. Oh, he wants to play bishop f3, but now I think I can just play rook c2. And I'm not even going to give him 2 pieces for the rook here. Okay, that's 1. Aha, he wants to play the 4 knights. Okay, knight d4. Takes. Just take. Play like bishop c5. d3, d6. Now we've reached some kind of pretty boringly standard sort of like 4-knight Spanish type stuff. So I'll play queen g5. Try to take advantage of this weak pawn here on d5. Play queen g6. Queen f4. I'll play rook e8. I'll play like, I don't know, like bishop d7 or something. I had bishop b4 maybe. a3, I'll play a5. h3, I'm going to play b5. Bishop a2, I'll probably play a4. Just to fix the pawns, lock his bishop in. Now I'll play like h5. Plays queen f4 again. I'm going to play bishop b6. Maybe now there's some bishop a5 idea lurking. I don't know if it makes much sense, but play queen f5. Give him a couple exchanges. I'll take. I'll play bishop a5 or g5. I think I'll play g5 here. Plays f4. Okay, f4 is interesting. Let's not play h4. Bishop f2. Okay. Or whoops, he does the bishop f2. Yikes. I'll play f6. Takes. His bishop here is kind of locked in, though. It's kind of hemmed in a little bit. So d3. I'll play bishop d7 just to retreat the bishop. Takes. Because now a3 I think is weaker than a4. So king d2, I'll play king f7, I think. King d1, I'm just going to play like king f6. c3, I think I'm just going to start walking with my king. Walk my king in as close as I can here. King's there, I'll play bishop e8. Now I'll probably play for bishop f7 maybe. Yeah, I think I will, because now his pawns are on the wrong squares here. They're on light squares, and this bishop can attack them. Like, if I get bishop takes d5, I've got bishop takes g2. So, okay, plays bishop f2 against. If I take on c3, takes, bishop d5, takes, that looks like it's winning. Or wait, if I take d6, oh, he's got some d6 nonsense if I takes, d6. Okay, so now I'll retreat my bishop to b6 then. So now I'm threatening to just take on c3 and then take on d5. So now this should just be winning. So bishop e1. Now if I take, he's gonna take and go c4. So I can't really let that happen. So I think I'm gonna probably move my king over one square to f5. So now he goes bishop b5, but now he's just losing. Now I can just take on d5 because g2 is hanging. take on g2. He's got bishop d7, but on c4 I can go king e6. And bishop d2? No, okay, never mind. He played bishop e8. Now it's just all over. I'll play bishop f5. 5, bishop a7 to cut off any nonsense here. Now I think I'll probably... h3 is not the right way to proceed. So here I should probably play king e5 and king f4. And now this should be winning. So let's see. So 4 more now. 4 more. All right. Rook e8, I'll play knight e2 and probably just like knight g3. g6, I'll play... I could play knight e5 here. I think I will actually, just to see how he wants to respond to this. So what's he play? Rook a c8. Well, I'll play queen e2 here, try to take advantage of this pawn on a6. So he does take, in fact. So takes. So we have a slightly imbalanced pawn structure here. Should be fine for black, but I do like the imbalance. Queen d6, I'll play queen b7, but I'm going to play queen b5 here. Because on queen b7 he could go c5, and with the queen on b5, c5 is not a huge issue here. I can just play like rook d1. Alright, so c5, rook d1, probably he'll play queen c6, I would assume. He doesn't, so he plays rook d8, so I'm going to reroute my knight around to the queen side here. Maybe like knight f4. Queen c6, I'll take. Play like rook d2 maybe, or I'll just play a4. Stop any queenside expansion over here. I'll play a5. Takes. Oh, but he has d4. Shoot. Not good. Oh well. Oh, I can't even take on f6. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. For some reason I thought I could just take there. But actually now he's misplayed it. Now it's unclear. Now I've got some chances again. Because now I've got like knight f8 coming as well. Like knight g4, knight f8. Knight e4, probably I don't have that. But knight e4 I can play knight e4 I can play rook f4. And then I'm threatening rook h4 mate. So he can't go to e4, g4, so he can only really go to d5. Wait, can't I take? a3, rook f4, now I'm threatening mate on one with rook h4, and now I've got rook a4. Voila. Voila. There we go. 3 more to go. 3 more. Oh, is he not going to play anymore? Really? That's rather silly. Hmm. All right, so let's see then. So who is there? Who's around? Let's see. Maybe GM Yaz. I assume that's Yasser. Let's see if he wants to play. He does want to play. Okay, let's see. So far, Yasser's playing pretty principled moves. Probably bishop d6. Okay, he plays f6. Okay, I'll play g3. Play h3 maybe. I mean, I don't know if I want to allow him to play bishop h3 or not, but I think now I'm going to play c4. Try to force into some kind of Benoni structure. And now I'll play a3. Excuse me. So a5, bishop g2. Knight h6. Play like queen c2. Bishop e7. What to do here? What to do? I think I will play g4. And I think I'll play like knight e4 now. Probably h5 I'll just take and play like knight g3. Rook f7, rook h7, sorry, h4. And I think I'm actually going to be castling queenside because now that black has moved his rook, he can't castle short. So he's going to have to castle queenside too. But I think here I want to wait. I want to wait until he castles. Like I kind of want to outwait him. So I'm going to play bishop d2 and try to play for b4 maybe. Basically, I just want to see where he's going with his king. Like, is he going to play king f7? Is he going to castle long? What is he going to do here? So he plays knight d8. I'm going to play h5. Maybe I can get knight h4, knight g6. I'm going to play knight h4. So he goes knight f7. So I have bishop h3 here possibly. Looks like a reasonable move actually. Bishop h3 is knight e3 maybe. Maybe that's what he's playing for? I don't actually know what he's playing for. Then again, I don't know what I'm playing for either. So I'll play queen c1. Maybe bishop e4 was also possible. I don't know. So now he does go f5. So it's forcing my hand. So I'm going to go knight g6. I'll probably play rook h7. I'm going to play like... I think I'm going to play b4 here. Offer to open up everything on the queen side. It's bishop f6. I think I'm going to get greedy, grab a pawn here on the queen side, open up this b file. Now here I could play c5 if I want to, but I'll just play rook b1. So I guess we'll see here. So he goes king f7. So now I'm gonna play bishop g5. Try to exchange some stuff over here. Although I forgot that I left a5 hanging. So I take on f6. If he takes on g3, I play knight takes e5. Wait, doesn't that just hang a queen? Oops. So Yasser played pretty well that game. So let's see what he wants to do this time around. He plays e5, I'll play c5. Play knight e7. Knight c6. Again, I want to play like bishop a6. So here I'll take. Play c4. Could play a5 also. a5. Oof. I'll just play c4. Bishop e7, try to keep developing. a4, I'll play a6 just to keep him in line here, so he can't blast it open on the queen side. And I'll play knight d7. Now, I might go g5. I don't know. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? When in doubt, I'll play h5. Knight f1. Play g4. I think I'll go g4. Take some like bishop g5 maybe. Okay, so he accepts the challenge. He takes queen h4, probably knight h2. I'll castle. He does a b5 here, but I think I can just play knight a5. He has rook e3. That's a very good move. Play queen e7. Play for rook g8. Knight f6, probably just rook g6. If queen f4, I think just rook g7 is fine. Knight f6, I'm going to play knight f8, and now I'm going to go knight g6. I'm going to assume he's going to play b5, but I don't know if he is or not, so we'll see. I'll play like queen d8. Now I want to put another knight on f5 if I can. But Yasser is moving very slowly. I have to say, he is moving extremely slowly. So I don't see any real questions at the moment, so just keep playing. Like knight e7 to play for knight f5. Plays f4. Okay, now I can play knight f5. Or rook h4 even. I think I'll just play, or knight g8. I'll just play knight f5. And rook h4. Rook h3. Queen h8. And now, I mean, it's very hard for white here. I mean, he's got a lot of problems to deal with. So king g2, I think I can just play like rook g3. Can't I, or knight g3 even? Maybe even just knight g3. And knight g3 looks crushing. So yeah. Alright, what to do? Okay, one more. One more for the road. And this time I'm going to play knight f3. I'll let him take on f3. I had this a few times recently in the Blitz and Rapid in St. Louis, the Grand Chess Tour event, and I seem to get quite a few good positions. So why not keep going for it? Let's see, so d3. Knight d2. d4, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. I don't know if this is good, but it's too interesting to pass up. So Black has these really weak double pawns, and he's pushed his pawn to d4 here, so it's going to be very hard to protect these double isolated c pawns here. So e6, so I can take if I want to. I don't really want to take though, because if I take, he gets counterplay. So I'm going to play rook c1 so that I protect this pawn here. So if he ever gets a rook to c8, he's not threatening anything. So I'll play rook e1. I want to go rook e5 next move. So he takes, I'll take. Knight d7 probably is what he'll do. I don't know for sure. I guess he could also play like, I don't know what else he could do here. So he can go bishop f8, so now I'm going to go right back with knight d2. a5, I'll play knight c4, knight b6, I think. Yeah. Although I just gave him knight d5. Knight d5, knight b2? No, why did I play knights? Why did I just blitz these moves? I'm so stupid. Now I've kind of... Okay, now I'm going to have to play bishop b2, a4, and like a3 or something. This is not really what I was... This is not what I was playing for, but it's still fine. It's just I threw away any advantage that I had before. Although I am way up on the clock, so hopefully it won't matter. So king f8. So now I could play like knight e4 maybe. But I mean, I really don't like what I've done to my position here. It's just kind of ugly. So now I'll maybe take and take and take and take and take and take or something. I mean, this is, I mean, kind of not, again, not what I wanted to do. But we'll see. We'll see what his next couple moves are. Maybe I can salvage this somehow. So bishop c7. I'll play bishop a1, offer an exchange of rooks. He probably won't accept it, but it's worth a shot. So let's see what he's going to do here. So is he going to take or not? No, he's going to play rook a8. Interesting. So I'm going to go rook b7. And now I'm going to go rook b1. Probably king c8 just to kick my rook back to b3. f6. I'll play king g2 here. h6. I'll play h4. I mean, he's got to start moving. I mean, he's just moving way too slowly. I'll play c3. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops, whoops, whoops. Actually, it's okay, because I can take and play rook c1. And, come on, Yasser, you got to move. Come on, what's he doing? Yeah, okay, so, alright, so I guess that's it. I think I'm going to stop since I got back to 2900. So, alright, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed the commentary tonight. I don't know what I'm going to be doing another one. Probably not for some time since I'll be playing the World Cup. So, yeah, so until next time, I mean, I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll do one in Athens, maybe, but I would say it's pretty unlikely, but we'll see. So, anyway, all right, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll be back soon, hopefully, with some more streams. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a good evening, everyone, and have a good week. All right, bye.